gonna deal with Debbie. Like I feel completely.
All right, guys, what's happening? What's going on? Oh man, the GRG podcast is alive in the background, talking talking about Dragon Age Inquisition. I know it is crazy because it's like we're sitting here, we're talking about this old game, but it's a new experience for me. And then I've had like tons of people come back and tell me their experience with the game. And then first off, I need to go ahead and introduce my guest. And man, this is the first time he's come on GRG, man. But I've been knowing this cat for a really long time, man. So it goes way back since I've known my boy. But man, the PC master race has graced the podcast, man. So all bow and give a big welcome to my man Glorious Kev. What's happening with you,
Hey,
brother?
what up? Everybody always says PT Master Race, and I'm like, I just like games.
Oh
Thank you, brother. Tell it.
Oh,
It's not that
man.
hard.
I love games, but my thing is, when I say PC is better than consoles, is I feel like consoles don't offer as much as they used to.
That's fine.
Like you get games, but that's it.
That's fine.
Everybody got games.
Yeah. Listen,
Give
that's
me some
fine.
good games.
That's
PC
fine.
Master, first of all, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna give nobody no credit for no PC Master Race up in here. When you had two
Yeah,
PC
man.
Master Race in here a long time, you ain't gonna give him.
I knew that. I knew that it was going to be. It was going to be. It was going to be you, or it was going to be. It was going to be Slayer that was going to say, "Man, you've been already had PC guys on here on this show, on this podcast for a minute." I got it, but you know what? This is our guest. We got to sit here and make
I
him
ain't part
welcome.
of the Master Race. I don't even use my PC for that. I
Oh,
just
man.
edit videos. Facts.
I mean, I'll put it to you this way.
Built like Godzilla.
I'm gonna put it to y'all this way. I ain't owned a console since I beat Spider-Man PS4.
Oh, and that was a short experience, so you ain't missing nothing. Facts.
That was the last game I played on my PS4. I had a PS4 at the time and a Switch. I might get another Switch because it got some games that came out afterward that I wanted to try, but I hadn't touched it in a while.
Oh wow!
Nice. All right.
I might get a PS5 when Ratchet and Clank come out.
If you can
You don't
get
need
one.
Ratchet and Clank. The medium does
I'm not
that
in a
right now.
rush.
The medium does that right now. It jumps between two planes and plays them at the same time, simultaneously. Power the SSD.
Oh wow. Okay, so can I continue with the introductions, please?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good. You good. Anyway, all right. So, thank you, Kev, for coming on through, man.
I had to throw that in there.
Follow me on Twitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Let everybody know where they can find you at, brother.
Oh yeah, Twitch.tv/GloriousKev.
Warriors Kev. All right, and then
I'll put it in the chat, man. Put it in the chat.
I will. Yeah. Put it in the chat as well. Also, I will definitely, you know what I'm saying, this person is not new. I've just recently started coming on to GRG, but, making a debut again. Well, it can't debut. This is kind of like you almost like family up in here now. What's going on with you? The lady is back. Mitchie Dies a Lot has returned. What's happening with you?
Not much. I'm more like kind of like gaming OCD.
Yes.
or ADHD, because every time something new comes out, that I play and then I don't finish anything.
Yes, that used to be me.
That's when you know you're a real gamer. You never finish anything.
That used
Never
to be
finish
me.
anything.
That used to be me, where I just would play something for a long time, and then I jump to the next thing. Then next thing you know, my backlog becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. But you know what I'm saying? I went to the school of Don, and Don was like, just relax, take your time. Take your time, man. Just jump on it. And now I'm looking at it, and I'm seeing myself 320 hours into Dragon Age Inquisition. I was just telling Kev about it. He's going to have to tell me the story about what he was saying before we started the show. But I got to keep moving on. But glad to have you back on, Mitchie. So, all right, let's get on to it. My man, Six Layer, what's happening with you, brother?
Hey, man, it's been a long week, and it's getting real cold out here in the East Coast, man. 14 degrees.
Is it just now getting cold?
Man, it got lower than that this morning, actually. But
bad out here.
8, minus 20 in the wind chill factor, you know. It was real crazy out here. So we all bundled up, man. Yeah, I got me a warm drink over here, some coffee with some whiskey in it, I think. You're ready to go.
Got that adult beverage. That's what I'm talking about.
I love it.
My man. All right, cool. All right, and then 108 Dragons TV. What's happening with you, brother? What's been going on, man?
Well, first off, we talk about backlog catalogs of game. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat coming out here and support. Shout out to the guests. You already know what it is. But today I was playing Call of Duty as I usually do, laying them body down, let the bodies hit the floor. You already know how I do. But I'm gonna say this for the record. Sometimes when you're in a good position and you buy a lot of games, sometimes you forget how other people cannot purchase games as fast as you do. And today I had a very humbling experience from an individual. He played Call of Duty. He only buys Call of Duty. He can't really afford 5 or 6 games per year. So I'm listening to him, and he's telling me, like, group of friends he deal with, they on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Like, of gaming. Then I was in another party chat, and the same conversation came up, and I didn't understand you know, as a grown man, at this point in my life where I'm at today, I had nothing back in the days. But to hear people currently still are in those positions, it was very humbling to me. So what I'm gonna do every month, I'm gonna at least give somebody a game every month for the rest of the year. Because you know, uh sometimes like when you're just doing whatever you want to do, you kind of you forget on how some people just don't have it. So on One Way Dragons TV, I'm giving away a code every month for a game.
Nice.
Because
Glorious.
I like
Yes.
that. I like that.
I
man.
love it.
Nice.
We also
like
we got to get these people on
Passive
Game
forward, man.
Pass. We got to get them
like
on Game Pass. We got to get them on that humble bundle monthly, $12
Yep,
a
yep.
month, get you 12 games.
I don't care what system you prefer. It could be Switch. I'm gonna rotate the months between what codes, whatever it is. You take that money, you put it towards whatever game you would like to play. But I really felt like I was out of touch because I go out here and I spend crazy money and I just be forgetting. But two humbling experience happened in the last 2 days around good gamers, a couple streamers, and I was like, wow, y'all don't have it like that? They was like, nah, I can't be buying games like that. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna start giving back a little bit more than I usually do. I'm gonna do that on my channel, man. Definitely.
Man, that's awesome, bro.
Mitchie, your TV is in the background. We can hear it. We can hear it in the back. If you could cut it down a little bit, that would be great. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? I know that you're still soaking about Aaron Rodgers getting his ass beat, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
That's cold, man. That's cold.
Hey, you gave it to me.
That
You
happened
gave
last
it. You
year.
gave it to
I
me.
know.
You gave it to me. You knew it was eventually going to have to come, so you know I had to get it back. But anyway, all right, cool, excellent. So yeah, no, that's fantastic because people definitely need to I mean, I know when we were starting off, and before I got hurt and stuff, we was doing where we was giving the games away, and that was giving out multiple games, doing it for the Patreon and stuff like that. But then I got hurt, and then finances was just different. So like it was like no 3 games, coming like every end of the month, no more, Jack, not until I that's like it straight.
It kind of made me feel like
So yeah,
like it made me feel uncomfortable hearing that. You know what I'm saying? As much as I post games or I be
right.
talking about games, I just felt I could do a little bit more besides just I try to do what I can, but I'm definitely gonna do a lot more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the one thing about it is if people can help and support, that's what it's all about. But Kev is absolutely right. I mean, I think that the situation with Game Pass and Humble Bumble and things like that, those are incredible services, So if for people to downgrade them, it's just awkward to me. It just really is awkward. It really is.
Something else I want to throw out there too. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, because I guess a lot of people don't know that Amazon Prime, or if you're on Twitch Prime, they give out 5 games a month.
Yep.
It's like Xbox Live Gold. Now they're only PC games and they're usually indies.
Yeah.
But they're free games.
Video games, indie games, all kinds of stuff.
Kev, did you get that Mark of the Wolves they just dropped the other day?
Let me go check my Twitch right quick. I did not see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either. I'm clicking on that right now.
King of Fighters 2002. I downloaded all that.
Oh yeah. I got all that.
Yeah, I've got.
I'm all over those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big shout out to Lady Infamous. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Which she said, Mitchie! With a whole bunch of hearts. So Lady Infamous is in here.
Oh, she got much love.
Show it much love. But all right, guys. Okay, so Kev, I want you to finish what you were saying about Dragon Age Inquisition, and then we'll get started on the topics.
Oh.
What was the last part?
What was I saying? I was saying Dragon Age Inquisition is a hell of a game. I think I have about 200 hours in it. A lot of it is multiplayer, but the DLC is incredible. Yeah. Especially, I forget what that last one's called. I haven't played the campaign since like 2015.
Trespasser. That's the because there's Trespasser, Jaw of Hygon, and then the Descent. And I haven't got to Trespasser yet because they say you have to beat the game in order to play Trespasser.
Yeah. You want to play Trespasser. Okay. And Trespasser is probably the best content for the game. That is probably the best BioWare content I've played, I would say, since Lair of the Shadow Broker and Mass Effect 2.
Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
Are you kidding me? Because I'm gonna say this. Because I was gonna say.
I might say it's better than. I might even say it's better than Lair of the Shadow Broker.
Wow, the Shadow Broker was the elusive man is one of the coldest characters in gaming. You know what I'm saying? Because he's anti-hero.
The Shadow Broker.
Yeah, the Shadow Broker is he's the elusive. No. Which one is the elusive man? Okay, he's different. The Shadow Broker was the person in the club, right?
No, you actually meet the Shadow Broker and Lair of the Shadow Broker. It's he's this ancient race. You only see one of them. He looks kind of like I don't know, like a big ass space crab.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Why not?
and then you defeat him, and then I don't want to spoil Mass Effect 3 for those who haven't played it, but one of your people in your party become the new Shadow Broker.
Oh, okay. It's been so long since I played, but yeah, because I got my person as the becomes the Shadow Broker, and then it kind of separates the interests between special friendships. But okay, I got you.
Great.
I know I played it because I was like, I played everything from Mass Effect, so I was kind of like, wait a minute.
Oh man.
But yeah, I it's been so long since. So I haven't looked. So you know what?
Don't get me going on Mass Effect.
Okay, yeah, no.
Like my man was talking about. He said that he had homies that could only buy 2-3 games a year. I was in that situation for a while in the Xbox 360 generation. I played so much Mass Effect. I played Batman, and Mass Effect, like in 2K, and that was me for like the bulk of the generation.
Well, I didn't play. See, I bought games, but then I always traded them in because and I didn't have the time. I just didn't have the time. Single father, take care of 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? And then maintaining and working mad hours. There was just no way that I could do it. So it was just like, man, for the times that the homies come through and we was doing couch co-op, that's why I wasn't big into online gaming at that time. So it was just a whole different time in life and situation. So I totally get it. So that's why now, like when my wife look at me and like, what? She's like, why you just? I say, I just buy them. I just buy it just to kind of store it, just in case if things go bad again, I have some games to play. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it is.
I feel it.
Yeah, but
I feel it. I need to tell myself that I have my backlog on my PC is ridiculous. Like when I first got it and discovered Humble Bundle and discovered Green Man Gaming.
Yep.
I went ham.
Crackhead sales happen anyway, like 4 times a year. Like
and when you was coming, like I got my PC largely because of the Xbox One reveal. I wasn't very happy with it. And I talked about that ad nauseum. So when I got my PC, and I'm not used to seeing these kinds of deals when I was playing on Xbox, I had the 360, just the 360, the entire generation. I had a Wii for a little bit, and I see these deals. I'm like, oh my god, I'm never going to see these again. They scoop everything up, and then you see it again in like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about PC that does kind of change everything when it comes to like the value of games. And then like when they have those summer sales, like the whole summer sale thing, when I first got into the whole Steam summer sale before they kind of changed up in there, they're still good, but they weren't as good as when I first jumped in because I was like, this is crazy. And so no, I totally get it. But
after a while you get your holy grails and it's kind of like
it's just
they ain't as hype as they used to be. Like when I was getting them in like 2015 and 2016, and they were still like brand new to me.
Right. That's exactly how
and I remember PS4 had some really good deals too. So during last generation, especially toward the end of the generation,
PSN doesn't get enough credit for their sales. They have really good sales.
True,
PSN has really good sales. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't get enough credit for it, but it's really crazy because for people who who got multiple consoles, you'll see like, damn. Man, I want to get this. Well, for me, it was like I wanted to get Naruto, but I was like, man, I'm not going to be playing it with nobody on the PS4 because
you're not going to spend that type of money to get it.
Yeah. But then I was like, man, I hope that sale comes to Xbox at some point next month. What happens? That sale comes over to Xbox Live. I'm like, okay, so like if there's something that I know that I'll play with somebody on the PS4. And that I've already got on Xbox, then I'll go ahead and I'll double dip. But, it's most likely now it's kind of because I don't really, I'm on PS4, but it's not like I don't game like that like I do on Xbox or PC. So it's really crazy. But, man, no. And now really the Switch because we're going to be playing some more what's that, Yobi? Up Smash Brothers here pretty soon. And I got to get that Mario game. I got to get that Mario 3D, man. I got to cop that.
So. Man, I'm hoping on that Switch Pro, man, because I want to dive in, but I'm not just...
No. It's worth it because you really don't see it's a great 1080p 60 machine. If you're not on the go. I'm not on the go. It's a great...
No, I like playing it on my TV.
1080p, right. But I am going to say this about PC gaming. If you want a game on a high end, people keep forgetting how much it costs to game on a high end.
Oh yeah.
console. If you can't afford PC, go to console. Don't. This kid told me the other day, which made me, he was the humbling situation.
Mhm.
He said he's gonna buy a PC at $200 used, which he did, and then
Ooh.
upgrade it. I said, by the time you do that, you might
Bro.
as well just
You're gonna be buying a whole new PC.
right.
Yeah.
So he was like,
Mhm.
he said, how would you know? I said, I've been high end gaming for my whole life. I never had a medium range PC. I said, listen, whatever you buy at $200 today, it's gonna be worthless the day you purchase it.
Mhm.
I just upgraded my PC just to hard drive, motherboard, RAM. I didn't even upgrade my graphic card yet because I want a 3080 or a 3090. Now I'm gonna get a 3080 Ti, but it was like $1,400, and I got a discount
Mhm.
That's
because
crazy.
my
Oh
boy
yeah.
works in Micro Center. So I'm saying a lot of people who claim to be master race, they're really not.
No.
And
That's
master race doesn't mean power. It just means from every PC you go from next PC, you really take everything with you, and there's no holds barred. You do what you want to do. That's what the master race is about. It's not about power. But if you want to be a high end PC gamer, you might as well buy a console.
To be frank about it, anybody who's saying PC master race with a straight face isn't a PC gamer because it's never
Right,
been
right.
truly about the hardware. It's about
Right.
having it the way you want it.
Have
It's a meme.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
a
how-
meme. It was literally a meme that got
Yeah,
taken
it
too
was-
far. I remember the YouTube series where it came from. You remember that Australian guy who speaks really quickly?
Yeah,
It
no
was a literal
punctuation.
meme. Yeah, literally a
no punctuation,
meme.
zero punctuation. Yeah, he was literally saying it to make fun of the original Witcher game because it was so
Yeah.
damn complex.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's complex. Mouse keyboard. Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
that
Oh, I
almost-
love mouse keyboard. I love me some
can't
mouse
do it.
keyboard.
I can do it with certain games, but playing the original Witcher with it is just it's no, I couldn't do it.
I use
Good.
keyboard and mouse on one generation and one generation alone. RTS. That's
Yeah.
it.
The RTS
That's it.
is
Oh no,
is
you don't
king
use it
of
on
that.
shooters,
And you
man.
can use it on
can't.
shooters too, but I love controllers.
I can't.
Controllers
Yeah.
is just
I'm
what
a
I grew
controller
up
dude.
on. So
Yeah, I
it's just
Same here.
yeah.
I'm one of them dudes.
I adjusted really quickly.
I'm one of them dudes in 1992 buying a Logitech, and you had to program each button. Remember that sick?
Mhm.
Oh God, yeah, man. These
my God.
controllers,
and
they
it
kind of like Super
never,
Nintendo controllers, and didn't feel too good.
Yo,
The D-pad was mushy, but it was only one.
never
Mhm.
ever felt correct until Microsoft 360 became the default controller for PC games, and then
Yeah.
I was good.
Yeah.
Because before that, it was a nightmare. Logitech didn't have it right.
And then even after that, it took years of PC games coming out, and gamers would ask, "Yo, does it have Xbox controller support? Xbox
Mhm.
controller support?" Like it
Mhm.
wasn't a standard until like 3-4 years ago, to be honest.
Right.
Nice.
3-4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't.
A lot of games didn't
Yeah,
support
but
controller all
every
the
game
time.
comes out. Like if you I don't know if you got it, Kev, but Flight Simulator on PC and Gears Tactics came out with controller support.
Oh yeah,
They won.
yeah. And I bought Tactics and I played Flight Sim on Game Pass. Truthfully, I can't play it because I can't control the shit on controller and I don't have a flight stick.
Yeah, see, I want to
And
be a flight stick when that comes out this
Mhm.
summer. So
Oh, they
Yeah,
have them?
I've been trying to find a flight
You
stick since
gotta
Flight Sim came out. They
That's
are
what all
really?
men
Just
say.
went there? Really?
You don't
Wow.
have you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for a new controller. You could use all the current gen that's out. That's another thing PC that Microsoft adopted for the consoles is take all your hardware with you.
Mhm.
Because I'm not buying another steering wheel ever again.
All right, guys. So
Generation, I bought
we got to get to the
Go ahead, my
topics, man. But no. It's okay. I was just like, oh my goodness. But this is love gaming talk, man. Love gaming talk. It's just great. It's great. But let's get on to these topics, man. Because I mean, Kev said he can only be here for a
4.5
little time.
hours.
Yeah, no, because we ain't doing what we did last
doing
week. That was one of those special moments. Anyway, all right. So let's get on to it. All right. So, thoughts about the Medium and about Resident Evil 8 demo. Is it yay or nay? So let's go straight to the guest, but I'm going to go to the lady first. Let's go to Mitchie. What do you think? Have you got a chance to play either one of these games? And if you have, what do you think? Are they something that gamers should be interested in and want to play, or nah, you're not interested in either one of them?
I think gamers should be interested, but the Medium I can't play it because I don't have a Series X, so that's just gonna have to wait. And
Okay.
yeah, see, and Resident Evil, I know that's too scary for me. Nah, it's not happening.
Just
if you
not.
scared, get a dog. You good? Don't worry about it.
Just what?
Get a chihuahua
What
with
was
an
the what
attitude.
was the last Resident Evil that you played?
What was that?
What was the last Resident Evil that you played?
Oh, I played one on PC like way long time ago, and no
No, just not
Resident
for
Evil.
you.
I watched the movies, but I can't play the games.
Well, the
No.
movies aren't really scary, so yeah, I
Nah.
feel you on that. I feel you on that. All right. Oh, what's up, my boy? Child of God. He says, my GRG brothers, what's good, bros? I'm loving the medium life. In the words of my brother 108, facts. Gotcha.
Well done.
All right. All right, Kev. What about you, man? I mean, have you got a chance to play either one of these games? And if you have, which one you like? And it could be either war or nay or whatever. But what do you think? Should gamers should be interested in playing both of these titles so far, for what you got a chance to experience?
I don't have a PS5, and it hurts that I couldn't play the demo.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was mentioning before, I don't have any consoles. My last console foray that I had was the PS4. I got rid of it after I beat Spider-Man in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to play the Resident 8 demo. I'm very interested in playing for it. I just got to wait until either I can get a PS5 or until it comes to PC. That's where I'm at. I have been playing I played the medium today, and I'm kind of glad I did. I was going to skip it. But when I got the topics for the show, I said, I don't want to sound ignorant on this topic. let me put some time in on it. So I played about 2 hours before the show. Game Pass is clutch.
Clutch.
I had PC Game Pass. I found like $1 deal, and I got it until I think April for $1 Ultimate. So I said, okay, I'll try it, and I'm actually really liking it. I thought it was going to be more like a walking sim with puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of turned me off based on what I had seen. But when I play it, it reminds me, we were talking about this before the show, it's kind of like something like the Telltale Walking Dead or like Detroit Become Human. It plays a lot more like that, just in a horror setting. I like that. I loved Detroit. I love the Walking Dead series.
Facts.
So I'm interested. I'm probably going to finish it. And it's crazy because I wasn't going to buy it. Like, I saw what I saw. I saw the PC performance stuff, which, the performance is sketchy on PC. But the game is good. They just need to iron out the frame rates.
You're going to patch it.
Yeah. I hope they patch it because the game is good, and I see moments where it feels amazing and moments where I'm like, oh, this is why you recommended everybody play at 30 FPS. I have a 2080 Ti. I'm not playing anything at 30 FPS. Okay.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
So
you know why they did that? They're rendering two worlds at the same time.
But it's locked on PC as well, right?
Oh no, you can completely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it gives you the option when you go into the settings. You can do a lock 30, which is what they recommend.
Right.
You can go up to 60 or go completely unlocked. So I have like scenes where I shot up to like 100 frames per second. And then I've had a couple of times where it's gotten to like the mid 40s.
Now he's showing off.
Listen to that.
Now
Oh man. My main man, Iceman. Listen, I'm almost done with the Inquisition, bro. I'll be on that Need for Speed here real soon because it's gonna be multiplayer heaven for me for a couple of months.
I'm waiting for that. I'm ready for that to hit Game Pass.
Oh,
that's a fun game, bro. That's a great game. But anyway,
that's not my
man, Need for Speed hurts. They said they were going to put EA Play on PC Game Pass in December. It still ain't there.
Yeah, I know.
That hurts.
Everyone.
That's why you need a console.
You're probably right.
You got to be on the sideline.
I could buy EA Play on Steam. I could buy it on Steam.
Don't buy it.
I want it as part of my Game Pass.
It's coming to Game Pass.
Exactly. I want it in my Game Pass.
It's going to come to Game Pass eventually. But let me get to the super chat. All right, so everyone needs to try the medium, even if you play with the lights on and your gun and your dog next to you. Let's go!
Facts.
Okay,
I
so
don't think there's
that
any
doesn't
combat in the medium though.
that does not that's not giving any confidence to Minchie, but that's okay. That's okay though. You know what I'm saying? So, all
Maybe
right,
she got a husband or boyfriend in the room.
Mhm.
Somebody got to hold you when you start screaming.
somebody's got to hold you down. But all right, so let me go to Slayer. What do you think, man? Have you got a chance to mess with any one of those games? And what do you
Okay,
think?
no. Now Resident Evil. Okay, first off, I want to say R.I.P. to the young lady.
Yes.
In Resident Evil. Okay, so
Mhm.
okay, you see this chick in the white with the big hat. She's extra tall, busty, all of that.
The vampire chick.
Yeah.
Right, and she got the two side friends behind her. Okay, one of the friends, the actress who portrays her, she died of COVID-19, I believe,
It was,
Mm.
she caught COVID
and she
and
got
and she
colitis, I believe.
well yes she had a condition and it enhanced it and then she died of colon cancer. So
Right.
that's what the IGN article came out because when I posted it, I said because COVID enhanced it and so I just said COVID because of what it said in the article. But of
Yeah.
course there was people wanting to correct me. You're wrong. It says oh my god. So I just deleted
Oh,
it to
okay.
post because I'm like.
Right.
I'm just trying to honor the woman's death. I'm not here trying to find out. I'm just what I'm saying. So I posted the article. It still didn't. So I was like, I'm not doing this. I just want to just it's just a sad
Oh,
situation about
Yo,
the
Yeah,
woman's
people, a young
passing.
woman
Yeah.
died. Like this is not about you. And I just want just RIP to the young lady. It's quite unfortunate. This game seeming
Mhm.
like it's it's meme worthy and it's about to blow up. And this young career snuffed out. Unfortunate. So yeah, the demo in and of itself. Yeah. Once again, we always talk about these Japanese default exclusives or Sony pays for exclusivity and all this drama. Here's another stupid thing. A demo. That's not really even a gameplay demo. It's really you walk around and just see stuff.
Play it?
No, I've seen the video of it. I've seen video. I don't have a PS5, but I've seen the video of it where you just like it's been played through all the way. So the game looks beautiful. And people are talking about the frame rates. It's like the game is not coming out for a couple of months. That could be
Man.
patched. Who knows? In
Right.
May. That could be patched. Who cares? That game looks beautiful. There are people that I know at work and elsewhere who played the last Resident Evil in VR or without, and never played Resident Evil, never played any
Right.
video game before, and were hyped up to play games because of Resident Evil 7, and they're super hyped over 8. And you see these memes with this character and all of that, like it's about to blow up. It really looks like an awesome game. And that demo, it wasn't really a lot of interaction. It's really just like a interactive cutscene thing. But I'm not trying to knock it. It's just its purpose wasn't to show off gameplay that much. It was just really to show off what it looks like and to tease some things. So it looks great. The medium I haven't touched yet, but once again, there's some talk about the technical feats, particularly on PC. But one of the reviews or discussions I've seen said that the DLSS wasn't too helpful for the game, and then
No, it's not turned on. It's not turned on.
it's
yet.
not turned on. But there's new drivers that came out today, or was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. And now I'm seeing all types of advertisements from Nvidia and tweets and elsewhere. And they're advertising the improvements of DLSS. I saw like 30 frame on the 30 range, and it increased it to like I think in the 70 range. Okay, so that's real.
Anything over 60 is bonus.
Yeah, that sounds great, but it's real contradictory to what I thought I heard yesterday. So I'm a little confused with that. But you're saying that you got, particularly in the cutscenes, obviously it'll jump up to 100 or whatever. But in game, you were having
I was getting some of that in game. Actually, I posted the screenshots for it on Twitter. And you can see, it would dip down too. I'm thinking one of my screenshots the lowest like 60, and then you see them in like the 80s and stuff, 102.
All right, man.
150.
So just like Lemon was saying here, yeah, as long as it's higher than 60, hey, that's cool with me. And plus, in the days,
Yeah.
It can't be 120, 100 anyway. You only can
Yeah.
feel it. And then you play a game with a game that don't have that many responses in terms of action.
right, doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. So,
It's like bragging rights for nothing.
right. And so the next, foolish thing that's going on is on the console side where they're talking about this whole 900p. And all y'all seem to forget temporal anti-aliasing, temporal upsampling. That's the base resolution, and then doing software trickery like the early version of DLSS.
Okay, so
And-
I got to cut you off on. I got to cut you off on that one. Okay, so because Xbot was confused about that too last night. I was, I don't go to, I don't go to Digital Foundry all that often, but I would just wanted to just watch and see what their thoughts was about the game, because I was kind of like Kev, like I don't know, I'm not really big into scary games like that anymore, and so I was kind of like, let me just watch Digital Foundry and see what they got to say about the game. The game on the S is running at 1080p. It just drops to 900, and then it'll drop even further, and it'll dip even further in certain categories.
Keep those special effects alive.
And it's because and he brought that up as saying like there's a frame, then a duplicate, then a frame, then a duplicate, and then he just kept going on and explaining why.
Yeah, frame pacing.
Yeah, like
hold on, Mega. This is the problem. This is the problem when they explain things. When they say things on Digital Foundry, they're not talking about something that lasts 30 seconds. They're talking about something that lasts for a millisecond and keep pushing.
Right, that's the point that I was trying to
People
say.
don't understand that.
Right, because
understand that.
Yeah, that's
so you don't even notice it.
That was the point that I was trying to make because
and
from
they
what
said like they have a good track
because
record
people
of
were
reporting
using
it
it as like the game is actually running at that they were saying that the game actually ran at 900p the whole time. No, it runs
exactly
and
about a millisecond.
But there's some dips, and then when you put on the ray tracing. Went on the Series X, which looks amazing, actually. Good God.
Yeah. Ray tracing in this. I didn't even know it had ray tracing on the console.
Yeah, bro, it looks insane. But like I was like, damn. But they say it, it dips too. So if you think about it, you got this duplicate screen thing that they're doing, plus ray tracing. Of course, it's ray tracing is a resource hog. Of course, there's going to be dips, and if they can patch out of that, then it's a winner. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Slick. I just wanted to say.
No. It's key. But see, the thing I'm saying that really on top of all that, I was skipping all of that as a common thing. I assume people should know, but it's good that you said that because I didn't want to have to pedanter on, so I skipped it. But anyway, to say that, this base resolution thing really doesn't matter to that degree if the temporal upsampling or DLSS or whatever technique you use, and they've been using it since last generation and even late into the generation before that with the 360 and the PS3, at the very, very end, tail end there. That base resolution doesn't tell the whole tale. Look on Twitter. There are some images that you could not tell me if it looked 4K or not. It looks beautiful. Like all this talk about the internal resolutions is just like you people are not getting it. I'll give a quick example and then we'll move on. Okay, and speaking of Resident Evil, okay, the remake of 2, right? We know that the resolution of the Xbox One X was higher than the PS4 Pro, right? And so it has some frame dips here and there that the PlayStation didn't really have. Similarly with Call of Duty, right? It runs at a higher high resolution. It looks sharper. So there was a lot of complaints about that, that they didn't take the time to, to optimize the game for the Xbox. So when they did the remake for 3, what they did was they kept both of them at the same resolution, yet and still the Xbox looks better. Now the frame rate is solid now on both of them, but yet and still the Xbox still looked better because that temporal upsampling still takes hardware muscle to accomplish, and the Xbox had more. It looks better. So, it's more about hardware muscle than the base resolution, and it's really about what it looks like in the end. And that game in the end, bro, it looks beautiful. Back in the days, we used to have a term called bull shots, where they would take an image, that came from the engine and then process it in the computer, run it there at like 8K, 4K, and then take a screenshot and then represent that as the game. Like, yeah, that's the game, but they're running it at a resolution and a detail rate that's not going to be in the finished game to represent the game, making it look a lot better than it really was supposed to. But now we have that in real life. That's happening on your system in real time since last generation, making games look a lot better than they are. So all this debate about resolution, just ignore it. It's all garbage.
On top of that, how big of a deal is like when we're talking like really upscaling? I'm going to use 900p to 1080p, for example.
Right. You're
on a 1080p screen. You're sitting across the room on your console, sitting on your couch. You're not going to notice that shit. You're not going to notice the minute changes that like Digital Foundry talks about. I like them because I enjoy the tech. But like you guys said, it's like a millisecond. Like you got to zoom in to 200% to see the difference between PlayStation and Xbox at this point. You what?
Most people can't do on a console.
Most people won't do that on their console because they're busy playing the game, even if they could.
Right. Yeah, and so I mean that's a great point. That's a great
Mhm.
point. That was what the old saying was back when the whole resolution gate came about. Was like, look, people don't even see this. So no, you're totally right about that, Kev. Okay, 108. What is your thoughts about this situation? Did you get a chance to play either one of these games?
Yes, I did.
All right, so let me hear it. Is these games worth gamers to get a chance to get their hands on, or is this like skip it and wait for something else?
Well, if you're a Resident Evil fan, you're a horror generation fan, the medium is bringing something to the table quite different. Um, if you want to see the power of the SSD, they claim couldn't be done on Xbox. This game is running 2 levels exactly at the same time. Yes, it's locked at 30. It looks crazy. There is some glitches, but there's glitches in everything. Nowadays, they just patch it later. But um, the game is definitely they got 2 different orchestrators of music. The dude from Silent Hill and some other dude they mentioned before. I can't think of his name right now.
Hmm.
So it definitely has that feel of a great horror game. It's not action orientated. It's more like an Outlast, but in third person, which is a good thing because Outlast was a free game and everybody loved it. They made a part 2 to it. You know what I'm saying? It definitely has the great fear factor. I can see why Mitchie's like, I ain't playing that. I got you, girl. I'm with you. Now Sick watched uh the new Resident Evil, right?
Hmm.
And he took the words exactly out of my mouth. The game is beautiful. I beat it on PS4. I mean, excuse me, PS5, and it's very short. It was basically like a tech demo. This is what the graphics is gonna look like. You didn't really do nothing. You had a couple puzzles. You had to figure out a couple things, but graphically, it destroyed 7.
What?
Destroyed.
Mm.
Really?
Yo, listen.
Mm.
Oh, easily.
Yo,
And I was watching a compressed
yo,
video.
yo, listen. It destroyed it. So if you're looking for a demo that's gonna show you gameplay and what it's about, don't look no further. But if you want to see what the graphics look about and the atmosphere, go play it. But it's very short.
Does it really like bring out and like expose the power of the PS5?
Well, who's to say that? Who's to
I mean,
really
it makes
say
it
that?
look good. It makes it look
The
good.
PS5.
Okay.
I know it wouldn't look like that on PlayStation 4 Pro. That's a
Mhm.
fact.
It's a feather in its cap, I guess you could say. That's a good way to say it.
I'm telling you, the game is gorgeous. The
Yeah.
game is
Oh
gorgeous.
yeah.
Okay, but it's not long. It's like a teaser demo. It's not a demo. It's a teaser demo. Because when I
Proper
played
demo
it,
is coming later.
and when I got to the end, I said, "That's it,"
Mm.
because it was over so quick. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what Sony chose to pay for?
Yeah, it was
To
really.
make it exclusive, like see
Listen,
that's what's weird because I
it showed
watched.
no combat. It
I
showed no combat. There's no
no.
combat
I,
whatsoever.
well, I was gonna just. Oh, I thought you was done. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish up, bro. I thought
It,
you was gonna stop.
it's all right. It's all right. But it's absolutely no combat. You
Hmm.
solve like 3 puzzles, simple puzzles. You know, one time I was stuck. I said, I got to crouch or something. So I crouched. I found a hole. I crawled out the room. It was not like, but it was more graphical. This is what it's going to look like. You understand? That's why. What
Yeah,
was
and
it
another
called?
reason, not to
Resident
cut you off,
Evil. It wasn't called Resident Evil Village. It was called Resident Evil. What? What was it called? Resident Evil something else.
Operation something.
No, like it was close to like Virgin, like beginning or something. It was something Resident Evil something. And I was like, that's not the name of the game. The game is called Resident Evil Village. But the title that they gave it, it showed why. It said the title because it's goddamn. If you knew if you watch somebody play, you could run through it in 2 minutes.
Mm.
Literally, it's really like a graphical display, and it looks beautiful. And
And
ran into
PlayStation must be the lead platform. Oh, that could be another reason why.
It don't have to be the lead platform. They just couldn't pay for that. Because I'm telling you now, even if they are the lead platform,
Yeah, one or the other or both. Yeah.
right? But I'm just saying it wasn't a demo that would impress you as a Resident Evil fan. It wasn't
Exactly. This could have just been a
10 minutes
video.
long. It was. I'm telling you, if you watch the video of somebody playing, you pop on the game, all you're gonna say is, "Damn, this looks nice," because you don't do nothing. Then you get killed immediately after finding homegirl. You know what I'm saying? And you really don't find her. You try to go somewhere and she appears and she pokes your ass like Wolverine. game over. So
Yeah.
if you knew what to do, for the little bit of it's only 3 puzzles. It's only like 2 minutes long. Because when I played it again, I knew what to do. Bing, bing, bing. It was over. 2 minutes.
Damn.
But it was yes.
That's
It's
it?
not a.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's what I knew. That's why I watched the
It's
video.
extremely short.
Well, I know
Only
watched.
people who don't know what to do will walk around for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, see,
Because
that's
you're trying to figure out what to do.
I
But
watched
once
the
you know what to
video. It
do,
was like
1, 2,
10
3.
minutes. Yeah, I watched the video for 10 minutes, but I didn't watch the whole. I just caught it right there, like in like the
But
3 minutes.
it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
man.
and I was like, oh, this game looks crazy, like that.
No.
But
It's
that was the
beautiful.
thing that tripped me out, was because people were saying that the game looked bad, and I'm like, what?
No, that's
So,
because they got them $70. When you walk in the Best Buy, they're on the floor waiting for you to pick them up. We ain't spending no money, and that game does not look bad. Sorry.
That's
It may say 4K 60, but it's like 4K 60 negative 60. Facts. But yeah, it's a gorgeous game. And like I said, even the Medium, I watched people play it. I said, oh, I was waiting, Bloody. Shout out to my boy, he moving. I was waiting for him to stream it because he got me into Yakuza like a dragon. Because I was like, man, I ain't playing no turn-based Yakuza. It's all about action-based with that series. And when I watched him play, then I started playing it because he showed me it could be fun. So
I wanted to play it because of him. Yeah, shout out to Bloody.
I saw the Medium and I watched other people play it. I said, oh, damn, that's the power of the SSD, running 2 worlds at the same time? At the same damn time? Wow. Popping in and out, no loading? Wow, I thought Ratchet and Clank was gonna be the game to showcase that. No, it's the Medium.
It's not even popping in and out. Both of them are on at the same time. Yeah.
I said, wow, okay. That's a technical
Yeah, those
feat.
loads are incredibly smooth.
And then, I don't really like Digital Foundry. Shout out to my boy Sick, because I'll be like, yeah, they pumping the stuff to people that people don't understand. Then people use that as cannon fodder to promote what they want to. So I don't really
right, and their timing with the nitpicks is just suspect. Like that time when they mentioned that thing in NBA 2K that me and K Mega were talking about a month back. Like it's suspect when they say things.
I did a tweet like a week ago, and K Mega commented. I said, all you dudes out here take a situation that lasts a millisecond, and then y'all go out here and talk about it like the whole game is built on that one frame buffer.
Just like Craig's face. That was literally a frame buffer.
I started mentioning all these different sayings. I said, y'all don't even know what it means. K Mega said, that's why I don't say it. Because I don't know.
Nope. If you know what, I'm not going to say it unless I learn something about it. There's just not. There just isn't a reason. Like, it's funny to me when I see people that have no idea what they're talking about, and then I do know a little bit of what they're talking about. I just let them go ahead and just go ahead, get on top of that chair and put that rope over that dang line, because that's exactly what you're doing, because you are just making a fool out of yourself. Why are you doing it? But it's sad that people just eat it up, man.
And shout out to the people in the chat, man. All 43 y'all. We need some more likes in here. But I'm gonna say this for the record: when you quote something or say a statement or a phrase that don't go with the sentence, the people that know what they talking about already know you're a fool, because you don't even know how to put that situation in the right context for people to understand you. You know what I'm saying? It's like me not knowing how to fix a car, and I'm talking about, yeah, I'm putting airplane diesel fuel in my regular tank. You already know I'm not a mechanic. That don't even go together. You get what I'm saying? So when these dudes on the console start talking Digital Foundry talk, and then they start putting it in situations and circumstances or sentences or paragraphs, you like, this dude don't know what he talking about. We already can see through you. That's why that was my quote, Kev. Like,
exactly.
Stop quoting Digital Foundry. You don't even understand. And my main thing was that's why they made the NVIDIA experience for people who buy PC hardware, for the software to figure out your hardware with your RAM and your CPU and your GPU, and it gives you the best settings for you. Because most people on PC don't know that.
And what's funny about all this too is, you know what happened when I got my PC and I didn't know what those settings meant? I Googled it.
You did your homework.
Or you talked to somebody who wasn't trying to that wanted to help you instead of trying to screw you over. Because there were some people that I talked to before.
Had to learn.
Yeah, you have to learn. You got to learn. You got to learn.
Yo, they have some options on PC graphic cards. You like, what does this even
Bro,
mean?
there's stuff I'm not even
Right.
up on.
Yeah,
That
but
Lemons
the
probably that
whole
I'm not. There's so many
GPU,
things.
CPU, I didn't know
Right.
where none of what that stuff.
This
What
dude
is that?
finally is creating monsters out here. Because
That's
I'm telling you,
crazy.
when they be tweeting, I'll be like, this dude done
Mhm.
used this thing in the wrong situation. He
Oh
don't even
yeah,
know
they,
what
they
that
see it
is.
all the time.
Yeah,
My
you-
favorite was how all year people were talking about the SSD on the PS5 and we're like, it don't even do what y'all saying the SSD is
Bro,
supposed to
It doesn't.
do.
oh
That's not
man,
how
we
this works.
we
That's
got
not
we
how
got
any of
we
this
got we
works.
got to
Like
move
commercial.
on. We got to move on.
Yeah,
But
we
I
do.
do. We got to
No,
move
hold on.
on.
I gotta say this.
Okay.
When Mark Cerny said, because of the power of the SSD, and then all the dummies ran with the SSD don't have power. They got speed. They don't have power. They don't calculate nothing. They do nothing but transfer data from one point to another. That's it. There's no power.
No, that was the thing that tripped me out, man. I mean,
And it's not
I
proving
do want to
itself to be an advantage at all.
before
It's
we
really
get to
not.
before we get to the next topic, I do want to say that I didn't get a chance to play Resident Evil because I don't have a PS5 yet. I will be in the market of looking for one here pretty
Good
soon,
luck.
but I'm sure that it's not going to be anytime soon. So either. But I have played the medium. I don't think I put about 2 hours in, but I knew I put a little bit over an hour into it. And I was impressed. And see, I'm like I said, I'm not into scary games like that anymore. But I will say that it's just because of the technology. It should
Mm,
be worth. It should be worth because it's slick how they use it, how they do it.
right.
It's real. It's real. You know what I'm saying? I think, and especially if you Game Pass is right there, man. Give it a shot. And it's the
And
same.
it's a small studio. It's Game Pass opening your eyes to stuff you wouldn't normally
First of
play.
all,
That's
Right.
what Game Pass has always been about.
the one word we all missing is creative.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yes.
Was overall, it's that it's very creative. It's
Creative,
different. It's
right.
not. It's that you can't have one moment. Well, see, I guess this is going to tie into the next topic. So let me just make this one point and just say, look, just go if it sparks your interest, go give it a shot. That's all I'm saying. Don't listen to all this other crazy stuff because it just really doesn't make any sense. And and to your point that you were saying, Lemon, about what people just saying stuff and they don't know. I will never forget me going on Thrash podcast that night, and his homeboy, one of his panel members, came in and called me stupid and dumb and ignorant because I asked him, bro, is the SSD going to make the PlayStation 5 more powerful? And he was like, you don't know nothing. You're so stupid. You're so dumb. I'll never forget it, bro. I'll never forget it. Now, do we even hear people talking about them SSDs like that now? Oh, okay.
No.
Anyway, let's move on.
It's because I'm upgrade the one they supposed to have.
I'll
in there.
never
Whatever.
forget it. That was one of the craziest moments. I was like, damn, okay, all right. But, they don't need to
There's
get
a
mad
Yeah,
about
wait
it.
me when you can put an SSD in that
Yeah.
expansion.
I'm still,
It's a game that came out recently. I got to think of it. It'll come up. You know how I forget some things. But they had 700 milliseconds of a millisecond apart. Dude was like, it's faster. I'm like, dude, you can't even blink faster than that.
No,
One was 7.621 and one was 7.622. Like, are you serious? This is what we doing on Twitter?
it's crazy.
Wow.
But anyway, all right.
It is.
So back
That's
to
what they're doing.
okay, but this is the
It
thing
is.
right here. All right, so this kind of goes into this whole point, all right, because now we see that the Metacritic score has kind of come in. The last time that I looked and I seen it was at 74. Somebody told me that it was like at a 70, 71. And then, but on PC,
It was a 46.
it was what?
It was a 46 at first.
It was a 46 at first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it went up.
Yeah, it was getting bombed
I
early
think-
on.
Real
played
people
it.
played it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
it was too early for people that played it, and it was already at 46. It was obvious fix was in.
Oh, okay. The
Right.
fix was okay, but okay. This is my point on this. Okay, so it's up to a 70, a 71, 70, something like that. Okay, so it was a 46. I didn't even know that, but this is my thing. This is my question to all you guys, right? And I'm gonna start off with you, Kev, on this one. Is Metacritic becoming the blame of why games like the Medium or let's just any type of game that just isn't qualified or considered a triple A banger, is it like Metacritic is kind of put this salt out there to just make people just want to just criticize anything and everything. And then of course like the whole bombing thing of what we've seen with if the people just don't like a certain game like they did with the Naughty Dog game. And all of this stuff. Is Metacritic becoming more of a problem than it is a solution for people to try to find out what's a quality game or not?
It depends.
Mm-hmm.
I can totally see like some people do kind of weaponize it. Like I remember a few years ago, Rockstar removed the ability to mod GTA 5 single player. They blocked it in the game and got review bombed for it. I don't think that's necessarily the right approach, but people feel like powerless without doing that. So I'm like, whatever. I don't feel that's the right case to do it. But I remember last year being hyped for Warcraft 3 Reforged. It is now officially and the reviews said, oh, it's awesome. It's great. The game was false advertising. They said they were going to redo all the cutscenes. They didn't do that. They broke the multiplayer. And not only did they break the multiplayer came out broken for the new release, they forced the people on the old release that came out in 2002 and people were still playing it. That game was still popping. Mm-hmm. They forced you into the new version that had broken multiplayer. And the game a year later, it came out a year ago this week, still ain't right. Dang. So it got like a 0.5 user score on Metacritic. Well deserved. So it like when you come out and review bomb something, it doesn't mean anything if you don't do it with purpose. Not because the company pissed you off or because you're annoyed by microtransactions. Or like I see reviews in the Microsoft store. Oh, it didn't install right. It didn't download right the first time. And I had to reinstall it. 1 star. But what? At some point, and this kind of goes both ways, we need the professional reviewers to be a bit more critical. And at the same time, we need users to be a bit less cynical. Like, we can't just be out here entitled, think everything has to be perfect for us. Throw a tizzy fit. And then, of course, when they fix it, you're not going to go back and change your score. So now we're looking at sometimes, years old information. Look at something like Arkham Knight. People still swear that game is broken. No, they fixed that game within like 6 months. They took it off of Steam, fixed it, put it back out there within like 6 months. Nobody talks about that. Same kind of thing here. So I take Metacritic with a grain of salt. I'm the guy. I will go and look at the game on Twitch. I will look at it on YouTube. I will go to some reviewers that kind of think like I do and go from there.
That's well said. I had to clip that. You know what I'm saying? No. I mean, because that was just that was it in a whole nutshell. That is exactly how I look at it. It's not. I see the use of it, but it's so abused that it downgrades. Because I want to look at Metacritic and see something, and I look at OpenCritic and Critic, and I was like, man. But see, this is the thing that trips me out. If Metacritic doesn't kind of solve the problem, and I know we talked a lot about PC tonight, but if Metacritic doesn't get it right like Steam does with their reviews, or even when you go onto Microsoft and you look at the reviews for the games, it's so much more in depth. It's together. When somebody's just talking shit, when or somebody who's just who's played the game and they're giving you a big long 3-4 paragraph reasoning and dissecting every part. Those are the people I read. Those are the reviewers that I read. Those are the gamers that I feel that should have the opportunity to do it. And then my other point, I'm going to go to you on this next, Lemon, is why is it that these reviewers have to at game for like IGN and things like that have to review games they don't like? Why do they have to? That is so ridiculous. Like when I've got that one video, that one flag for that video, I was talking about Persona 5 and comparing it to Final Fantasy, and I got all that flack because people, I don't hate Persona. That wasn't what the video was about. It was about the reviewers and how they don't care. I mean, not they don't care, but how ignorant that some of them are when they go and approach a game and they can, and they don't even like that type of genre, or they're ignorant to that genre, and they got to review a game. Well, they're in a rock and a hard place, because if you go out and you say, well, this game is a 4 out of 10, then you're going to get attacked. People is going to really go crazy. But if you say that game's a 10 out of 10, then you won't get as much hate. But you look fake, because you know that game is not perfect like that. That's the problem. But if you got a person who is a die-hard JRPG fan, or a diehard sports fan, you know what I'm saying? You can let my boy Lemon, you know what I'm saying, review NBA 2K games. I guarantee you he's going to tell you the real, and he plays that game more than anybody I know. Well, my boy Cole, my boy Scooter, he plays it probably about just as much. But the thing is, just like, you have to have more reviewers for these scores, and that to me is just as bad as the whole Metacritic thing. So, Lemon, what do you think, man? I mean,
can I interject for a second?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because you brought up a good point. And I think another game that we can bring up in this scenario, Doom 2016. The reviewers were just trash at the game and slaughtered the multiplayer.
Yes,
because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. They didn't understand that you had to bring some of the stuff like the glory kills and the mechanics that came from beating the single player into the multiplayer, and they completely trashed the multiplayer, which is actually really good in Doom 2016.
Yeah,
to the point where they didn't bring it in Doom Eternal. And I like battle mode, but I would have preferred to have the multiplayer from Doom 2016. And like so, to your point, it's like, I get it. It's a job for these reviewers, and they just get assigned something. But on a higher level, I think, do we blame management here and not the reviewer?
Yeah, well, that point too, right? Because the person that's in charge tells that person to do it, then that person can't tell them, well, I don't really want to review this game. They have to do it. But that was the whole point about what I was making about the whole Persona 5 situation. Why are you giving it a perfect score? Why are you even labeling it the best RPG? If you want to label it the best JRPG, I don't have no complaints about that. But the best RPG, all of RPGs, no, it's not that. It's not that. Trust that. And you know what I'm saying? So that was the whole point of the video, was like, just listen to this clip of this girl talking about, or I should say woman, talking about, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy. I don't know nothing about it, but I was told to review it. So, hey, I played it. It wasn't that bad, so I gave it a 7.5. That's crazy. That's bananas to me. But anyway, I just, what do you think about this situation, Lemon? I mean, you think that Metacritic is hurting gaming, or is it still worth going and checking out? Uh-oh. I must have stepped away. All right. Well, let me go ahead and go to you on this one, Slayer. What do you think?
Man, you know the hashtag. I'm bringing it back. Metacritic got to go. Don't forget what I said, man. And let me take it way back to when Metacritic was a new site. I think this was at the end of the PS2 original Xbox and GameCube generation, when it first came about. And the discussion amongst the gaming community was, is Metacritic a good thing? Because it adjusted the logical things about it. And we know people can game the system, like what happened with the Medium. Like, as soon as it was up for reviewers getting an average of 40, you couldn't even have played the game long enough to have any kind of reviews in yet, unless it was a professional review, like IGN or somebody like that, because, they got the game early and they already would have had their reviews ready, for on when NDA breaks, right? Same with Metacritic. They're waiting for that moment. So, Metacritic's whole way of operation is no good. Averages don't work. And I'm going to give you a simple example from, way back in my own personal history. When I graduated from the 8th grade, or just before then, right? So in my school, they had what they had called first honors and second honors when you graduated. And if you graduated with an A, you got first honors, and if you graduated B, you got second honors. And I remember, I had all my finals, and all of them were above 91. And for some reason, when you average that out, that's actually a number less than 90. I did it myself many times, and it's just odd how that worked out. But anyway, so therefore, I wasn't supposed to get first honors. And I argued that if all my work was to the level of a 90, why should I not get first honors if that's all I ever did? All my grades were to that level. And it's the same with Metacritic. If the reviews are at a certain level, that's what the game is in the zeitgeist or the opinion of the general community when you all said and done. Usually there's a consensus. And that consensus is almost never represented in Metacritic. Ever. Like, fuck Metacritic. It's gamed. It's used for, console fanboy arguments. There's only one use out of it. To find other reviews. Because, they link to all of them. That's the only good thing about it. And it's not worth all the bad for that one good. Metacritic really just needs to go away. It does nothing but harm gaming in the long run. It's just used for ammo, for fuel, for console warring crap. Like a lot of games don't get the recognition they deserve because of Metacritic.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
facts.
When people look at and they see a 7 as a bad thing, like, okay, and Jay,
you see it? Yeah. I was going to wait you for to get done, but I'll go ahead and read it right fast. Okay, Jay, more money, more. You know what? I had a gift like that. I need to add that gift. But anyway,
add that to your notes.
But thank you, guys. I'll go ahead and do that for you. But anyway, he says 8 to 9 to 10 is new. 7 to 10 is good, not trash. Listen,
exactly.
Yeah. That's the whole point to me is that I remember when we looked at, stuff with, one of my favorite people to watch reviews from is Adam Sessler. Watching
X Players coming back, thank God. Reviewer I can trust.
Right, yeah. 7 out of 10 was a solid game, which that meant you buy this game. This game is worth your money. 5 out of 10 was still worth your money, but you just have to be cautious because it might not be a game that's for you. Anything under that, that's on you. Now we got it now people have spun 70s, and 80s now as mediocre, and anything over, listen.
Gotta be a AAA banger,
you can't play. I'm sorry, you can't play Gears 5 and call that mediocre, bro. I'm sorry.
Mediocre.
Yeah,
Gears 5 is fantastic.
Yeah. That's crazy to me. You can't play Ghost of Tsushima and call that mediocre because it is in the 80s. It's not a 90s. It's not a 90. Remember, it's in there around the Halo 5s and the Gears and all that. Like, those games are not mediocre. And that's the thing to me is where it's like people have spun this narrative of just sickness about because Sony right now is just getting all the love with certain games that they're contradicting themselves and going to be looking like a fool once everything changes. Nothing stays the same. I think people better start recognizing that history always repeats itself. Sony can maintain for only so long. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody knocks them off the perch. If that's Nintendo or Xbox. That's, you know what I'm saying? Ask Nintendo. Nintendo was sitting on that perch for a long time, and then PlayStation came out and kicked them off. You know what I'm saying? Or, and then you had competition with Sega and stuff like that. That's, to me, it's kind of like, stop trying to dictate what's good and what's not. Just let the gamers decide. That's my whole point. I'm sorry, Slick. I know I'm going on my rant.
No.
Go ahead, bro.
No, that was my point, and you only make my point all the more salient. I think I've made my point and what I needed to say and the idea I was trying to transmit there. So, yeah, go on.
That's fine. All right. So, I don't know if 108 is back, but I'm going to go to Minchie right now. What do you think, Minchie? Do you believe in the Metacritic system now, the way that it's being used, or you just don't even pay attention to it anymore?
I always forget to look at that, so no, I usually go by people that are on YouTube, or if I want to, or whatever podcast I listen to. That's what I usually go by. And even IGN gave it like a 8.9 at the Medium. Who knew?
Oh, what did they give it?
And like an 8.5, I think. 8.5.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it was an 8. It might have been 8.
I thought I saw 8.5. Because they're reviewing it up in a Metacritic too. I look there every once in a while, but it doesn't really affect if I'm going to buy a game or not. Kind of like Rotten Tomatoes. Is that going to affect if you watch a movie or not?
Thank you.
I don't think so.
Great point.
Yeah. It's like when I read a review, I'm making sure, hey, is this thing broken? Is there like an actual problem? Or, is like, what do I need to know? Like, use it as general information, because I didn't like Skyrim, but Skyrim's like a 90 on Metacritic.
Yeah.
I don't like Skyrim.
I've never beat Skyrim. Never beat it. I got a friend that's all he played until Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, no, he's played that game. So that was the only game he played for like 4 years by himself. He named his companion. Every time I go over to his house, he's playing that until the Elder Scrolls Online came out. Now that's all he plays now. And
man.
Yeah, so he's lost into that whole universe. But I look at it and I'm like,
fire though.
Yeah, no, but he was like, okay. All right, but yeah, no, he wants me. He wants me. I got the game, and we were supposed to play together. And then when we did, he was like some kind of super orc, like metal. Like he was so far ahead of me. And so like when I'm trying to fight people, I'm running way back because I'm like, if this thing hits me one time, I'm done, bro. Like, and so I just had to get away from. I just stayed away from it. But I never beat Skyrim either. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, nobody else had nothing else to say? Okay.
I can't think it was Mickey's.
I think she was done. I think she was.
I was done.
Okay,
I was
I
done.
think she was done. She's quick to the point. She was like, all right, cool. So,
Dragons is back, I think.
I don't have to go on forever.
No, it's okay. It's okay. All right, what is 108 back or not? Okay. If not, then we'll just move on. But all right, so well, let's go ahead and just move on to the next topic. All right, so now let me go here and let me let that be kind of like maybe one of the last topics for number 3. Let's go on to number 4. Talk about these rumors because people love rumors. So let's get right to it.
People like all these rumors.
Oh, okay.
They like what I say.
Speculation time.
Yeah, speculation times. Okay, rumor has it that Xbox is looking to make another ZeniMax type of requirement. What do you think it could be? I mean, so it's not so much about is it going to happen or not. We're just going to have some fun with it and speculate which company that it could be. And also, I forgot that I did make this list because I told Kevin them earlier that I had a crazy list, and I will read it off probably after this topic that's going to be related to the first topic that we talked about tonight, about how many people work at certain studios. Like, and there's one studio that I seen that is absolutely bananas. It's crazy. But okay. But anyway, oh my goodness. Oh, Henosis. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. He said if Xbox buys Sega, they could be they could market Xbox with Sega in Japan to compete with Nintendo, PlayStation, and get a better leg up. Listen, that's the one right there I think everybody is thinking about is Sega. But I'm sure that everybody on the panel has something else. So let me go ahead and go to you, 108, first. Who do you think that Xbox could try to get, and that's going to be the company that's on the same pay level as what ZeniMax was? What company could that possibly be?
Well, every acquisition doesn't mean pay scale. Sometimes it brings quality developers. Like Sega would be a great acquisition, but they still running with old IPs.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I think they should really pick up, even though they're a skeleton crew, more than anybody? And
I already know who you're gonna say. I already know who you're gonna say.
You might not. You might not.
Can I make the guess?
Yes.
Crytek.
Oh my God, that's my guy.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Crytek though?
And this was crazy. This was crazy, man. This was crazy. They're not a high acquisition in terms of finance, but they're a high acquisition in terms of talent.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a ZeniMax. They're not a Bethesda, but they are worth with their developmental skills, making their own engines and making a game like Rise, which we all want a sequel to, but I want more action oriented and not button color coordinated, but Crytek would be an awesome acquisition. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people want Moon Studios, the people that made the what's it, Bloom? What's they called for the Medium?
Oh,
Blooper.
Blooper.
No, Blooper.
Blooper.
Yeah.
Blooper.
Blooper.
With the
They
big.
don't have the status of developmental skills as a Cryotech. You know, Cryotech has always been an innovative company. They also made the first game that couldn't be run on any PC. I thought that was terrible bragging rights. Oh, this game is so powerful in terms of graphics, it can't be ran on any PC. I didn't think that was cool when they said it. I still don't think that's cool 10 years later, 15 years later. But I know they have the minds to think above and beyond. And they always had a great relationship with Microsoft, as is Sega, because I don't know if people in the chat understand how important Dreamcast was, but that was the making of the OG Xbox.
Facts.
Because Windows CE was in there. They did the online chat. They did the online situation for Sega. You know, as we see, Japan still don't have no clue. We see the Nintendo Switch, horrible. We see games on the current gen consoles, Dragon Ball Z, you still gotta find servers. You see Monster World, same situation. So Japan on the online side, they still not ready. But back in the Sega Dreamcast days, when you had, remember C-Man, voice chat,
Yes.
press the button, walkie-talkie status,
The
put your
VMUs, all that. They were way
VMU,
ahead of their time.
that's all Microsoft. All that as
Yo, what was that
Microsoft.
tank game? Alien something, and you used the mic to talk to people?
Oh,
Or Xbox
yes.
Live? PC
Oh
wasn't
my
doing
God.
mics neither.
Alien, and another game that was really complete of voice chat, Shadow.
Warrior, Shadow Runner.
No, not Complex. All Shadow Word. What's the other one? Oh my God. It
Title
was a
Man?
multiplayer game only.
No.
It's called Shadow something.
I got that game.
I can't think
you
of
know
the
what? You're gonna make
goddamn
me
name.
go in there
Yes.
and look at it. But go ahead,
Yes.
keep going. I'll see
Yes.
if I'm gonna find it
And
right now.
you know that was the original days. So if any,
Alien Front Online.
no,
The-
Alien
that's
Front
not what
Line
I'm
is
tank
another
talking
game.
one.
about.
No, that's another
was the
one. That's
tank
another
game.
one. That's another one. But what I'm saying is, I would like them to buy Crytek. Stop aiming for the or even the company that makes uh damn, what's the game, the two-dimensional game that's beautiful, that's in the hundreds?
Maybe the game was
Moon,
Shadowrun.
Moon Studios.
Moon Studios, yes. That would be a great pickup for a first party. You know what I'm saying? The team that made Psychonauts. That'd be another great first party.
They already have the team.
They already have them.
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
you know what?
Yes.
You're right. Yes, they did.
Yeah, Double
they
Fine.
got them. Yeah, they got Double
They
Fine.
got Double Fine.
Shadow
Double
Run
Fine.
is the game you're talking about.
Shadowrun.
Yeah.
That was, yo, listen. The first time I got in that game and didn't have to press a button to talk to my friends, I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But yeah. I think Crytek would be a great pickup, man, and then people would jump right back in because Crytek had over 600 employees, and they're down to like 40 right now. And everybody took their resume and went all these other companies, and they're not getting the love. But Crytek has been innovating PC gaming first before anybody. They took graphics, even right now, they put ray tracing on the Xbox One X. Who can do that? Let's be serious here. They put ray tracing in Crisis Remaster on the Xbox One X. Oh, Xbox One X. Name one company that's done anything ray tracing on the last gen consoles. One company.
Can't think of any.
Because there isn't nobody.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
these dudes know how to program. If they got 50 dudes left, that's 50 of the major dudes. You put ray tracing on a game that came out over 15 years ago on a last gen console that looks amazing for the generation that it came out in. You understand what I'm saying? Crytek. I don't care about all these other studios. You know, it's cool. It's cool to say, yeah, like I told my man Cole. Shout out to Cole Eastwood, man, my guy. We had a conversation the other day. I said everybody say, "Oh, Microsoft should buy this person, buy this person, buy this company, buy this." Listen. Because they got money to blow, that don't mean they're going to invest in people they don't think could provide quality content. But Crytek, oh yeah,
That's the
they're
one.
proven.
Okay.
They've been doing it for more years than most of these indie developers and people who's coming out making new companies. They got that history, and I would love to see them, especially after that remaster they did on Xbox One X that has ray tracing on last gen consoles with no hit to performance. I need them guys in my corner. Facts.
All right, cool. All right, what about you, Mitchie? What do you think? Who do you think that Xbox should try to go after? If this is again, it's all rumor, speculation, but I mean, we kind of all know that they're going to go after somebody else. But who do you think? Who would you want, and who do you think?
I want WB games.
Woo!
That's what I want.
Talk about it.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Yes.
Yes, I want Batman, and I want Mortal Kombat, and I want Harry Potter.
Oh,
And if they could get the IP with the studios, that would be fantastic. But I don't know what that would cost. That would be very expensive, I think.
not for Microsoft. They got unlimited pockets.
I know, but you don't want to spend it all at one place,
Right.
Yeah, but I think that would be the last purchase. I think that would be the last one.
They got $40 billion extra spending money 5 months ago, not 2 days ago. 5 months ago. We don't know what they got today.
Right. Right. Okay. So
So
all right.
I'm hoping WB, but realism doesn't say WB. But
So who do you think realistically that Microsoft?
realistically,
Yeah.
probably Sega, because they seem to be really close to Sega. It'd be nice, even Capcom. Capcom would be cool.
You stole mine.
Oh!
I'm a spoil
I was going to say Capcom.
I'm spoil something for both y'all.
All right.
Capcom and Sega's really not for sale. They don't want to be owned. But I'm just saying.
But neither does Moon. Moon Studios doesn't want to be owned either. They like being
Right,
independent.
they don't. Facts.
But
That's
money,
a fact.
but the one thing that
Money
I
talks.
figure, money talks, bullshit walks, Jack. You
Okay,
come in,
Mega.
listen, hold on.
That's
Okay, hold on.
Insomniac didn't want to get purchased either. You see what happened?
Right. Hold on. Let's just be real here. Like, let's just be real. I you know what I'm saying? I try to have GRG to be as real as possible. You know what I'm saying? We're more of an Xbox-centric podcast, right? Somebody comes, somebody from Sony comes and say, or Nintendo say, man, look, I love what y'all do with y'all's podcast, love y'all's crew and everything like that and what you do. But man, could y'all be a little bit more Nintendo-centric or PlayStation-centric? I'm like, no. I'm being real about.
Right.
I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. You know what I'm saying? How about we put up, about $3 million a piece for everybody?
How about this? You sponsor a video and keep it pushing.
Woo! Hold on, wait a minute. Can I just do a couple of videos talk about how much I love Sony and Nintendo? Can I just do that? You know what I'm saying? For maybe about about 20 grand.
Talk about
While they sponsoring videos, don't forget to get us all PS5s too.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Hey, when y'all have y'all's
Give me
events,
one so I can give it away
I need to talk to Jim Ryan, man. I need to talk to Jim Ryan. I need to talk to the head of Nintendo or somebody. Can I talk to some representatives? Can I get some exclusive stuff popping off? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that. But like the
Shout
one
out to
point,
Buddy with his new deal with Sega.
I know.
Can I get God of War on Steam?
Right. Yeah. Can we get some of these PlayStation games on PC, please? You know what I'm saying? But regardless of that, the point I'm making is this: there's pride, and then there's money, and then there's pride, then there's more money. Then you can have more pride, then there's more money. And then at that point, I think at that fourth level, that fourth tier of money, I think K-Mega might have to be out of here. But regardless of that, that's the whole point I'm trying to make. Is like there's a lot of people that want to be certain things, but
money.
Talk, baby. It talks. But anyway. All right.
Have so much stuff in your house like Bad Boy 2 Rats is eating it up.
But people don't have to worry about that. That Sony or Nintendo's not gonna knock on my door. I promise that.
Let's go, Mitchie. Get your question out. Let's go.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, did you guys hear that Tencent bought stakes in Don't Nod, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so if Microsoft would go after Don't Nod, does that mean they buy Tencent out?
No.
No.
No?
Tencent would
Or does
still.
Tencent come with?
Tencent come with. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna drop some gems on y'all who Tencent is. First of all, Tencent is a Chinese company that invests in everybody. They don't buy anybody. They take portions and say, you know what, your company at, worth $100 million. We just want 10 shares. If 10 shares is worth 25 million, we're gonna pay that money. What they do is they don't try to own anybody. They just try to invest. It's like somebody with an app.
Invest and influence because they have a sizable piece. Not the biggest.
I keep telling people,
It's
man,
the
I'm a
influence.
big movie guy.
Exactly.
But hold on, Lemon. They are
Okay.
they are really serious about trying to acquire 2K though. They are really serious about that.
Listen to this. Okay, Mega, that's fake news.
Bro.
No, listen.
Bro.
I'm gonna tell you what. Listen.
Please explain.
I knew about Tencent like 10 years ago, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is what they do. Okay, this is not like trying to override anybody, but I'm telling you, this is what they do. They're an investment group, like a person who has a lot of money has a panel that likes stocks. This is what they do. They see your company coming up. They don't want to own you. They just want to make money off of you. They never own anything. They always make an investment. People say, "Oh, they're only a mobile gaming company." They've never only been a mobile gaming company. It's like people think Samsung is a dominant TV company. The TV department is they chump change. They also got a medical department, and they also put satellites over the world. Facts. People don't know that. They also build the biggest ships on the planet. Nobody knows that. That's a fact. But if you're a Samsung dude and you believe in TVs, all you know is the TV division. That means you're a minority because they are way bigger than the TV division.
Right.
That's a fact.
Well, now there is something that they own that is a huge conglomerate that is fantastically
Let me get into Tencent.
Well,
Now,
that's what I'm talking about. Tencent, who they own.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
No, they might own one big entity. What I'm telling you is they are great investors.
But they're fantastic investors. But you're right. But I forgot they own this company.
Let's say if you're a rapper, you're on fire, you're about to sell 15 million records. They'll say, listen, give me 2 points in your album. 2 points in your album is like $5 million if you sell 10 million. They'll take that. They're gonna take those small investments. They like to invest. Like I told people, if you watch the last Terminator movie, just look in the credits at the end of the movie. Tencent financed the movie. Nobody knew that. Nobody knows that. See, I'm a movie dude, so I can tell you that. They like to invest in small increments that brings them big profits. Now, can they own a lot of people? No question. But they go around the world. It's not about the United States. It's not about Korea. It's not about China. It's not about Japan. They will invest in anybody that they can make a buck on and be in the green and not in the red. That's who Tencent is. Now, K-Mega, if you know something they own personally, drop that. But I'm telling you, they like small increments that add up to big numbers.
I think somebody in chat said Riot Games.
I was just
really
going to say Riot Games. They bought Riot Games. They bought Riot Games for $69 million.
But that's the exception to the rule.
Billion. So
that's a lot, but that's the exception to the rule.
But that's the
exception. So League of Legends is worth more than Bethesda, is what you just told me.
By a lot.
By a lot.
League of Legends is the biggest PC game on the planet.
It's the biggest game on the planet last time.
No. Hold on. You know what was before that? World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Was it World of Warcraft? I thought it was.
No.
Oh, was it World of Warcraft?
We're not talking about
Warcraft was up there. Warcraft still kind of.
I know World of Warcraft is up there, but I thought it was another game. But yeah, you could be.
No,
you could be right.
World of Warcraft started off with 10 people on the screen to 500 people on the screen. League of Legends took the world by storm, and so did Mojang's game in Minecraft, and Microsoft bought them.
Right.
Those are the 3 biggest PC games on the planet, and Microsoft owns one of them. That's a fact. That's just what it is.
Well,
those are the biggest markets for games.
I take it back. They're worth $69 billion. But they paid more than they bought ZeniMax. I know that. Yeah. So and they got.
At the end of the day, Tencent is dangerous, not to Microsoft and not to Apple, and not to people that, of course, own all companies. But Tencent is dangerous for the rest of the market because, like Google may be looking to make a big purchase. Let's say they buy Warner Brothers. Tencent gonna have 10% of them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make money anyway. They don't care. They don't care. They're smart investors. They don't have to own it to make money.
Right.
That's the difference with Tencent. They're not looking to dominate the market. They're looking to just make a buck. They'll buy 5 shares in Microsoft. Microsoft winning? Oh, we're buying 5 shares. That's it. We're good. That's what Tencent does. That's why people think Tencent is the biggest threat. They're really not, because they don't want to own. They just want to keep making money in the green. That's the difference. Google and Amazon is more of a threat to Microsoft because they can match their money.
They can match money,
and buy straight out.
All right.
Tencent don't do that. Tencent likes to invest. They on some 50-cent stuff.
Right, cool.
I don't want to own a company. Just give me 40%. I'm good. That's what they do. That's what Tencent do. But y'all go ahead. My bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. All right. Okay, so okay, Kev, you're up. What do you think? I know that you said Capcom. So is there anybody else?
I'm going to start off playing devil's advocate about Sega because everybody's hype about Sega. I want to leave Sega where they at, and I might be biased because they're one of the better PC centric publishers right now. I don't want Microsoft to disrupt that because I think they'll try to like tone down some of the PC's franchises to make them work on console, and I don't think some of those games will work well on controller. Example, Total War. I love Total War.
Yeah. Okay.
Total War or Company Hero. Well, Company Heroes might work on controller, maybe.
Company Heroes could work on.
Yeah, I can see it working on controller.
I don't think Microsoft would mess any of those things up. Like they would leave stuff where they fit in,
and Xbox is mouse and keyboard accessible too. So I mean, that's one thing that people do forget, that you can hook up your mouse and keyboard to your Xbox.
Yes, you can.
So
true.
Go ahead.
And so maybe that would work.
Yeah.
Okay, but if I were to say somebody who, there's a few people who I think that would fit in well. Remedy. I thought that Microsoft should have bought Remedy years ago.
They don't want to.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, like I said, I Capcom I thought was just a little bit out there. THQ Nordic.
You took mine. You took mine. But go ahead, explain.
They're not Bethesda-esque, but they got so many IPs.
Right.
And they're not that big. So
and they're not that expensive. And these are millions of. They're hundreds of millions of dollars.
Talking about Microsoft money, not our pockets.
Right. Like so with Microsoft money, they're not as expensive as what ZeniMax was. Yeah.
Right. I can't fathom ZeniMax money. Like what they pay. Like that shit doesn't even make sense to me.
No.
It does.
Like 17 billion. Bro, I don't know what I would do with 17,000 in my pocket. Okay.
They already got.
Curry Cosmo says that THQ Nordic is too big. No, it's not. They're only $140 some million dollars. If you all the thing you got to do is compare what Microsoft, because I think the max is what ZeniMax is, which was what 17 billion.
Didn't they buy Minecraft for somewhere in that neighborhood too? Wasn't like
they bought it $2 billion. 2.8 billion. 2.8 billion, and got that money back within the first year. Like that's crazy. But okay, but this is the thing, right? Okay, so the wall mentally, I mean, we don't know what Microsoft it can do, but we're just gonna put the wall at ZeniMax price, which is 17 billion, right? Or
I just know that bag heavy.
Right. THQ is $141 million. So that's like you know what I'm saying? That's
like a kid's allowance.
Yeah, bro. That's a snack. You know what I'm saying? That's a snack. That's snack money. You know what I'm saying? That's going out to the club money right there. Like so they're not too big.
That's an insult.
Yeah, but go ahead.
THQ Nordic, we're coming to buy you. We want 170 million. Microsoft like.
Oh man, we'll have. They'll snap.
Hold on. Yo, let me go get my change purse.
Hold
Anybody
on,
get
hold
that
on.
ashtray?
My change purse.
He said, "Let me go to the ashtray. Let me go
Yo,
to the
listen,
ashtray." Hey, man,
whatever's in there, you take that.
you take. This is
Jesus Christ.
this is $1 billion. Well, you said whatever. I mean, I got right here in the you know what I'm saying, in my couch cushion in the car. So I mean, you know,
Microsoft bought ZeniMax and have 40+ million to spend.
Can
right,
anybody break this $1 billion bill?
right.
Come on,
I know,
man. You
right?
talking about, first of all, let me tell you who Nordic is, right?
Yeah,
First of all, they're a company that kept the name of the old name and is still owned by somebody else. That's number one for face value.
right.
So
True.
what they did is games like what's the alien game?
Alien
Isolation?
Isolation.
No, the one Aliens Attack. What's the one? Oh my God. I hate
Alien
when I
colonial, alien colonial, or whatever, or
the one with it aliens take over
the
the world.
human, the alien take
Yes,
the humans
yes,
versus humans, or whatever
yes.
that game is. Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
that was a remake.
XCOM.
No, not
No,
XCOM.
he's not talking
also.
about. He's
But
not
hold
talking
on.
about XCOM. He's talking about
No,
the.
the first one I'm talking about is 1K Mega talking about.
Yeah.
Then you got
It's kind of a fun. It don't take itself seriously. That you're an alien. You come to Earth.
what's the other one with the brothers? That I beat?
I have that installed on my PC. I think the one they destroy all humans.
Destroy all humans. That's
there you
it.
go.
That's it.
Remake. What's the other one? Something Genesis with the brothers.
Darksiders.
Yeah.
Darksiders. There you go.
Yeah.
All remakes. So what they did was
Thank
they
you,
took
fellas.
old
We were
IPs.
losing it for a minute with Destroy All Humans. We kind of
Right,
knew what it was. We just didn't know what to say.
Listen, it'd be a dope
I had to think about it when he said the remake. I was like, wait, I got that installed on my
Yeah,
PC.
Yeah, the
Right.
adult beverages is hitting our asses. We
full
got
deck.
about like
What I'm saying is,
40 more
I
minutes
always
left to
know what I'm
show.
talking about. I always know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
So they don't take games. When they rebooted the company, they didn't take games and make new IPs. What they did was they remastered old IPs, added something to it, and kept it pushing.
Yeah.
So that's what THQ Nordic did. They're not a brand new company. They kept it's really Nordic, but they kept THQ so people could identify the games with the names. That's what they did. They invested, and that's how they could buy THQ easily.
Oh, they
They're not
could.
worth
Yeah,
a lot.
they could.
It's chump change. It's chump change.
All right.
I give my daughter that allowance to go up the block to go to the corner store and get an icy. Facts.
Oh,
They
stop
could
it.
easily buy them.
All
They
right,
could easily
go ahead, Kev. Finish up.
Nah. That's what I was gonna say. No, THQ Nordic, I think will be a good one.
That would be good.
That would probably be my big one if we can't get Capcom. I hear what y'all say about Sega, but I still want to leave Sega alone. I want to leave Sega alone.
Sega don't want to be bought.
Yep. Also, what and who was it that didn't? I think they didn't want to be bought either. The studio that made Ori, was that Moon Studio?
Yes, Moon Studio.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to get them or the Cuphead guys.
And the Cuphead guys don't want to be bought either.
I'm sure that they tried.
You know what?
No, Microsoft tried. They
didn't bring a heavy enough bag.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because like I said, there's tiers. K-Mega got a tier. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Lemon got a tier. Kev got a tier. Slayer got a tier. Mitchie got a tier. Everybody that's listening got a tier. I guarantee you, they go out to a pro PlayStation channel, and if Xbox give that company that bag and say, man, what it takes for you to say, man, you pro Xbox, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there'll be some pushback. There'll be this and that, but it's all about that bag, man. Look, we see it all the time.
But listen, the biggest
we see it all the
example
time.
is Insomniac.
Bag alert.
You don't want to be
bag.
That's tears.
Go take a look at this bag. They
Yeah.
looked in that bag and said, we are not making no more. What's that game they made for Xbox? What's that game?
What?
Did anybody want a sequel to from the launch?
Sunset Overdrive?
Quantum
Yeah.
Break?
Rise?
No, Sunset Overdrive.
Oh, Sunset Overdrive. Oh, yeah, no. Sony gave him that bag. But see,
Sony gave him that bag.
but see, hold on. But this is a whole different. This is the thing. If Phil was in charge, I do think that Insomniac would probably still would. I think that there would probably maybe some bidding wars. I really do. But
You know what?
Phil didn't have enough, you know what I'm saying, enough gas in the
He didn't
tank
have
to
power
touch it.
then.
Yeah, he didn't have enough power at the time. And
You know what?
Sony was like, I got that power. I got it.
I'm happy he didn't. You know why?
Why?
because there's a balance. You don't want Microsoft to have everything.
No,
Like I said,
no, you don't.
when I hit up Colt, I see your dude. Listen. Microsoft can't buy everybody. You got all these fanboys. Microsoft, they got a good game. Microsoft should buy them. No, they should not. Because if everybody's on the same platform, there's no competition for nobody to get better. We have been begging for Madden to get better because EA bought.
We need NFL 2K.
Right.
Madden is better though. Come on, man.
No.
Better.
Excuse me. Madden is
NFL
a lot
2K,
better
bro.
for Madden. But 2K, back in the days, the last one they bought before the All-Pro, when EA bought the license, you need competition. Right now, we have to deal with NBA 2K21, bad service, no dedicated service, all the bad animations, all the BS, because live is trash. We have no default basketball to fall back on but one game.
But that's
NBA Live was so bad that EA just stopped trying.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's the thing though. But there's a difference though. There's a difference between that, and I know that we got another topic that we need to get to before we end this show. So
this podcast lit. I don't even care.
No, I know, but it's great gaming discussions tonight. But I do want to make this point too: is that NBA 2K did it the right way. EA football did it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's the difference.
License and gave us a bad game for 5 years.
and then like they wasted a whole generation of just horrible Maddens, and then they seen that their sales was gone down dramatically because people were tired of it. And so, they've increased and they've gotten better. But if they've had 2K as competition for that whole generation, both games would have been fantastic.
Right.
But what 2K, and is what I told people back on the Dreamcast, is like, man, this NBA 2K is special, man. I'm telling you. And even though the best NBA Live was NBA Live 10, in my opinion. But
I say 97, 94.
I say 2010. Come on, bro. 2009, 2010. Damn, you tripping. But okay, but I always preferred 2K. But the one thing was that like people, a lot of people, oh man, 2K is trash. Ain't nobody gonna play that game. And then next thing you know, it became multi-plat. Now look at what you're saying. Oh, I ain't never gonna touch that 2K garbage. I'm live for life. Everybody's playing NBA 2K because they did it the right way. They just dominated. Now 2K is turning into their own worst enemy though because they don't have a proper competition.
Only thing they don't have is dedicated service. But this is what I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. This was the turning point for me. Allen Iverson. I think it was 2003. 2003. I walked into a EB Games. This is before GameStop. This when they made the football. This when they made the 2K. They had Allen Iverson on the cover. I said, holy crap.
My boys too.
I said, do you see the animations with these characters? We thought we was watching ESPN. At that time, we were so fabricated with how the players moved. I said, Live Dead. They were still making sprite games on 3/4 view. I said, oh no, this is 3D.
The only thing that was better on NBA Live was the post-up game. That was the only thing that was better on NBA Live. Because I was always like, damn, why they don't got that? Why don't got the post game solid?
They just started.
Right. I know that they had. They tried to figure. And now they don't even need it now because the you know what I'm saying? Because centers aren't the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? So
no, but you know what? You still got that poster. It's still there. Yeah.
But it's still there. But I'm saying. But it's more for a shot or to set up for a shot. Okay, anyway, I would love to have a sports topic discussion sometime.
I told you to make the podcast and stop playing. Make it another day.
I know we got to do it. We got to do it. But anyway, all right.
I'm sorry.
No, you fine. Because I already know where this is going to go. This is going to go veering way left talking about sports games.
Oh, you mean like y'all been doing for the past 20 minutes?
I know.
And you know our guest, Kev, never got to finish his turn too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
We good. I got most of mine out.
He got most of his out. Okay, all right. So Slayer, did you get your point across? I don't think you did. Did you?
I didn't get my turn yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so within all this first time I've been able to organize my thoughts real effectively here.
Right.
So 3 things I want to say. Okay. Oh, jeez. Wow. Damn, I waited so long.
You forgot, I know. I was like, oh my God.
I forgot the first one a little bit. But the second one, okay. The second one was, I want to agree with, no. Okay, I remember. Now, okay. First thing I want to say, I want to agree with Lemon a little bit on the Crytek thing. I mean, added a little cherry on top of that, okay? When John Carmack left, dude that generally, let's say, took his spot at id was a dude from Crytek. You look at Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, this is why this guy is most responsible, I feel, in my opinion, as to why those games look like that. And I think he was still at Crytek when they were doing Rise. So there's that too. I think his name is Cyril something, I think. Or he could, I'm not sure. Anyway, so now imagine if they do buy Crytek. That's 2 great engines they have now. Both with that Crytek flavor on top of it, because we've had staff in both, right? You got the idTech engine is up to snuff now, right? And you got the Crytek engine. So that's, and it's low cost. It's only 40 guys. And they got a couple of IPs with them. And you got more technical excellence. And now with the Microsoft money and unlimited resources and everything else, you know, Crytek made bad business decisions. But when it came to studio decisions and game execution decisions, I have few bad things I could say about them. You know, some people have issues with Crysis 2 and 3. I love 2. 3 I never got to finish. But I think that would be great. Number 2, the second thing I want to say is I want to agree with Mixie a bit there. And ironically, I forget what company she said. Sega? Oh, WB Games. Yes. WB. Like, oh my God. Because remember, this rumor is all about that ZeniMax level of money. And that's one of the ones that's at that level. This has to be something big. This is why, okay, the third thing I want to say is about Sega. And this is, every month we have like this one topic here. We always talking about this, and generally I say, I really don't know what to say. This is, and the only reason this is really a topic is because this situation with Sega making it more possible, like they're reformatting themselves in preparation for purchase, right? Like, that's the hope that people have. I'd like to see that, but Capcom and Sega, yeah, I think I agree with Lemon that they really possibly not looking to be purchased. But hey, man, THQ would be great, Crytek, but it has to be something big. So WB, man, if they can get that, at least the rights, the game rights to Batman and all of that, yeah, bro, like, come on. WB and Microsoft, or at least a partnership, something where they buy all the studios, but they also have a deal, a partnership between them, how they get them IPs and rights. So it's like 2 deals in one, and that's big money too. Maybe it's that. And so that's the 3 things I got to say on this.
All right. Excellent. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay. For me, okay, I'm trying to look and see something before I say what exactly the one that I think that should be the ultimate, because I mean THQ was the one. Okay, so here we go. All right, so somebody in the chat brought this company up, right? And so they're huge though. I had no idea that this company was this huge, but WB is definitely top tier list, right? They're worth $4 billion right now. But and I think they were asking for around 4 to 7 billion. But it was the game licenses that they were like, oh no, you're gonna have to pay up. I feel that all of I feel like everything that's going on right now for the support that they have, the games that they have going on at WB, it's insane. But my main point of view about WB would be about more, would be NetherRealm Studios and doing and having a chance to get Mortal Kombat, not as exclusive, but having that, but for them to work on Killer Instinct. And then having access to that fantastic Nemesis engine for Shadow that was on Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. that you implement that and put that into all the types of Xbox games, that would be crazy. That would be nuts, right? All of those dope games from WB, I totally agree. I can see it. I would love it. I would be ecstatic. I don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, I think Amazon or Google will be one of those companies that might try to get their hands on it. Myself personally, but there's a company down other than, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say this too. Kev, it's $12.6 billion to try to get Capcom, and the debt on top of what Capcom has. I don't know, bro. That's a lot of bread. I mean, I would love.
Hey, it's wishful thinking. It's totally wishful thinking.
I would love it personally because, I mean, of all those instant classics, like Fight Night Sundays would be a whole different animal, bro. Like, I'm like, what? We got it all coming. Power Stone, everything's coming, right? I get it. You know what I'm saying? Rival Schools, man, all of those classic games. I just don't know if the Microsoft would pull the trigger on that. Okay, but since, and then there was Remedy that was brought up, which I was excited about. But this is right here. It's the one right here. This is the one that nobody didn't say except somebody in the chat. And that's Koei Tecmo, baby. Koei Tecmo. How about Koei? Koei, whatever. Let me be country. Koei Tecmo.
No, you said it right. I'm just saying.
Oh. I thought I was like,
that's the way they say it in their little Asian ads. Koei.
Oh, Koei.
It's really gay. Yeah, it's really gay voice.
Koei. Okay, all right. So regardless, all right, whatever. So they because you're gonna mess me up and say it however many times I thought I said it right the first time, and you said I said it right the first time, but you had to correct whatever. All right, so regardless, the one thing about this though is that this company makes their net income, their revenue is insane. Their holdings is $27.79 billion. That's crazy. That is crazy. Their revenue is $59.92 billion. That's crazy. I did not know that this company was bigger than Capcom. That's nuts. They're bigger than Bandai Namco. They're bigger than Sega. They're bigger than Nintendo. Well, they're not bigger than Nintendo, but they're only $10 billion away from from catching up to Nintendo, and Sony is only $45 billion. Bro, that is insane. If Microsoft is trying to land one more company, if they could try to get that company, and they say that they want to get an Asian market onto to Xbox, that's the one to go after. And then if you could go and get can you say, because it's my boy Bloody ain't here, what's his name? My boy that does that was the originator for Dead or Alive and
Itagaki.
Itagaki. If you could get Itagaki to come, and you purchase them and get Itagaki to come, get the family back together.
I'm still insulted by that, bro. I'm still insulted by that. Like, why does this even have to be a thing?
Get him.
He was one of their most early loyal dudes. Like, they should have been already.
Well, because he has an issue. Like, bro, he got in trouble for some other stuff. What was the game? The Devil's Third or something like that? That game bombed. Yeah, it bombed. It was the online was, I heard, really good. But everything.
Wasn't he teaching? He's a professor, right?
No.
Now?
Because he was with, he jumped around and then he went to Valhalla and then they made the Devil's Third and the Devil's Third just completely failed. And then there was people that were saying like he's been irrelevant for the last 10, 12 years or whatever, but his lasting on what he knows and he was one of the people that helped make and create the Neo series. So I'm like, man, like he's got baggage, but he still, I think, got some of that talent. But if Xbox is saying that they want to try to go and risk it all, that's the company to go after. I love Capcom. I love WB Games. I love all that. But man, Koei that's the one. That's the one to go for. I had no idea that they were that powerful. They were that successful. But it is what it is. What'd you say? You say Tecmo and ain't giving like that? Well, I mean, are you trying to say that they're not cool like that?
He's not with Tecmo anymore.
No. He's
Anymore.
been gone. That's why I said you get that company, right? You acquire that company, and then you bring him in to work on the next Ninja Gaiden and
that's not even expensive.
And the Dead or Alive, right? Because he just started a new studio. So he already addressed that. Look, I'm ready to come back to, because he's always loved Xbox. That for some reason,
and what I hear
Xbox
is more
great.
Loyal people with him who couldn't leave with him before.
Yeah,
with him now.
Right. They're with him now. But the thing of it is that you bring the band back together. Like, I mean, wow, that would be fantastic. But that's pie in the sky in my whole thought process. I don't know. What do you guys think? Y'all think I'm crazy out of my damn mind or what?
I didn't know they had that many games.
Bro, they have tons of games. Let me read off some of their games. Okay, they got Destiny Warriors. They got Destiny. They got Hyrule Warriors, Neo. They got Dead or Alive. They got One Piece. They got One Piece. They do Attack on Titan. Dead or Alive. Fire Emblem. They've done that. Okay, I've always wanted to play this game, but it's only on PS4 and it's only on PC. And on PC, it's still really expensive. And that's that Todiken, the Age of the Demon. I've been wanting to play that game, but I'm just like, man, that price will not go down. Fist of the North Star, love that game. I got that game. Like, I don't know. There's something called Altair Luna. I don't know if that's even in the United States or not. I have no idea. But you guys get the idea. They have tons of games that makes them tons of money. And if everybody that laughed at those like Samurai Warriors and those Destiny Warrior games, those games rake. Bro, they rake. I don't know, man. Man.
And that Zelda one, apparently a report came out that that's the most successful one ever. So they're still like reaching higher and higher heights when it comes to like success of their games.
Bro, yeah. And then the wild card for me, the one last wild card for me would be From Software. Because I really do think that there's something up with...
That's the dark horse.
That's the dark horse. Because I do think that there's something up why Bloodborne Sony has not got a sequel to Bloodborne. And like there was rumors, and now those rumors are just dead. They're gone. And then what's going on with Elden Ring? Like there's reports now that Elden Ring won't be shown at any event coming up here, any gaming event anywhere no time soon. So what's going on with that?
It's called COVID.
I get that.
Maybe even development hell.
It could be in development hell. It could be COVID. It could be whatever. But I don't know. That's a dark horse. And of course, they've made one of my favorite games back in the days. I'm not no Dark Souls fan. Shout out to Luca and all those guys that loves Dark Souls. But I am an Atagi fan. I love Atagi. I would love to have that game to come back to Xbox. And
the title, I definitely gotta show love to, because back when I reviewed the original Demon Souls, like when it was a Japanese exclusive, but was still in English, voice acted and everything, and some people were importing in those days. I was looking to do that, and then found out it was coming out in America. That's how I got the review copy. But the forebearers of that whole series in itself was Kingsfield. Okay, imagine Dark Souls, Demon Souls. That toughness, but the retro toughness, not the impossible toughness, and first person like Skyrim. Okay? So imagine they bring that back with a little bit of the difficulty, not crazy, but reminiscent. First person, do new things with it, new concepts and ideas, but still with that first person, you in a crypt and you going through these lower and lower levels. It's like you're hardly ever outside. And there's different crypts and things that you go into, dungeons.
Yeah.
Crazy series that they could do. That was the forebearer that they could bring back alongside. I'd love to see that on the Xbox, man. Whew. I could see that being real good.
That would be crazy. I don't know. I would love Sega as well because of all the Sega properties, but Capcom would be a dream come true as well, but I just don't think with all that debt behind it and things like that. But who knows?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who
I don't
knows?
even know if I said the actual name. Kingsfield.
You did say Kingsfield. Yeah. You
Okay,
said
cool.
You said. So
Another interesting one I thought of during this conversation,
Mhm.
Larian.
Yes.
The guys they did Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2.
Oh.
Yes. Very
Divinity
nice.
Original Sin 2 got 10 out of 10 reviews from all these review sites.
Love
They
to
just
see
did
those
Baldur's
games on
Gate
console.
3.
Mhm.
I want to see them. We hear all the rumors about KOTOR 3.
Divinity
That's
is
who I
on
want to do KOTOR
Xbox
3.
now. Yeah, that's who you want to do. Okay, so all right. Hold on. I do got to get to this one last topic before we get out of here. But on that point right there, what you said, there was some great information that I got last night. In regards to, shout out to Pred on this one. Okay, so there was rumors from Shinobi that that KOTOR is going to come back, but it's going to come back from a small company, from a small studio. That studio is based in Dallas, Texas, and the person who first made KOTOR has now started his own studio. And the person who first worked on Mass Effect is now with that same studio. So if, like, I don't know, like, there's so many things right now going about. Like, I understand that, oh man,
To give credence to what you're
What do
saying,
you-
if
what
you
do you
realize
think?
the best remakes are from like these smaller companies, because they're not making a whole new game. They don't have to sit there and establish a whole new game. They're just updating the game so they can
and
focus
they
on
were
new
the
ideas
original
and stuff.
makers of that title, so they have love and passion for it.
Exactly.
And now they got
it's
the
usually these
technology,
smaller
and
guys
they're
like
just
this
going to
who
have
do it.
they're
Yep.
going to have the financial backing. But the question is
research.
that I'm going to ask you guys, who do you think will give them that financial backing?
Who can afford it besides maybe Microsoft?
Yeah.
At this point,
Because
There's Apple. I mean, there's Google and Amazon.
you can go with like
looking
EA or like
and EA,
Activision,
yeah,
but they already said EA's not in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to go with one of the big publishers like Ubisoft, someone like that. And Ubisoft ain't doing nothing like that.
But don't you want a whole new KOTOR, not a remake?
Well, it will be a remake.
The reason I said Larian is because I want something in that vein, and Larian's proven time and time again that they can do something like that.
I thought they were doing both anyway, so I thought.
It's
I thought a remake and a new game was coming.
There's so much moving and shaking going on. This is going to be a very interesting year. I don't think game wise we're going to get some great games coming out, but I don't think the big crazy games. I know that Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be coming out this year, and I think God of War is going to get pushed back. But regardless, if it does still come, those are really, and in Halo, of course, those three games will be probably the biggest titles that will come out. But I feel that in 2021 there's going to be a lot of moving and shaking, and this industry is going to completely look different going into the 2022-2023. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think that there's just so much going on. Wow,
a lot of consolidation, and the consolidation has been going on for years.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I think it just got brought more to the forefront with what Microsoft's been doing.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally agree with that. All right, so last topic, and then we're going to get out of here. All right, so Bleeding Edge, one of my favorite games. It was my favorite game at E3. Played that game so many times. I think I went there and played that game like 8 times. Stood in line, didn't care. Then we got to the point to where we talked to the developers at Ninja Theory, and they saw me, saw Lemon, saw 100, whatever, and they just like, hey man, come on, anytime, just cut the line, just come and just sit down and play, cause that I was just hooked on that game. I love it. I love Bleeding Edge.
We got that exclusive.
We got that. Yeah, we even showed that stuff.
Talk
when
about
we was talking about
so
it.
You
got
to brag a little bit. You got to, got that exclusive. Let's go.
We did. So regardless of that, the team at Ninja Theory, they are the team that worked on Bleeding Edge. There was about 14 to 16 people. It wasn't that many. They're gonna have to go and start working on the two bigger projects for Ninja Theory, which is going to be Project Morta or Mara and Hellblade 2. So what they've addressed, they said that Bleeding Edge is still going to be active. It's just that there's not going to be any new content. And there's been players that's been saying, look, when is the new content coming? Blah 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 blah. I got hit up. I checked my phone and I seen that I got tagged for a cute couple of people talking about, oh, Bleeding Edge is dead. Blah 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 blah. All right. Regardless. The question I have to the panel, and anybody, this is kind of one of these open discussions where anybody could just say something and talk about it, so we can get done.
Oh, I definitely got a quick hitter for that.
Okay, so do you think the Bleeding Edge is done, for one? And two, what is this saying about these open arena games? Are they starting to fade now because Rocket Arena came out for EA? Nobody's talking about that. You've seen what happened with Lawbreakers. You've seen what's happened with other games. I know my boy Corey, he plays Paladins. That's still going strong. But like other games that came, like Gigantic and all those other games, they're gone. Finito, gone. Curtains. Is Bleeding Edge in that same situation? And is it like this genre is leaving? So what's going on, guys? What do you think?
I don't think it's the genre. It's Bleeding Edge was kind of DOA.
Yeah. Simply,
like it just never.
Bro, I gotta let him talk. But you know what I'm saying? I got my knife out. I'm about to cut. I'm about to cut some people. But go ahead, start talking. Go ahead.
It just didn't take off.
Yeah, you're right.
It just never really got the legs that it needed. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Exactly, and they got bigger fish to fry now, like with the Hellblade 2 and Project Mario, which is in a demo. It's a real game.
Didn't they list a third project too? The Insight project?
Yeah. I think so.
And Slayer, watch your damn mouth. You said those are real games. Bleeding Edge is a real game, bastard. You better watch your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
Epic demo, where everybody talks about the Epic demo all the time. Like people think that Project Mario is just a tech demo. No, this is an actual game that's coming. This isn't just some tech demo stuff. So, just it gives credence to the fact that they have bigger fish to fry. And this is a game that just didn't do well enough to warrant more DLC. They're not shutting the game down. Not well enough to warrant new DLC. That's what I just said.
I don't think they had. I don't think they had any new stuff for it, did they? That's what it sounded like.
They had new. They added like new characters. They added new skins. They added new levels. It's just that it stopped, and then people
because it was a small project. They had to move on.
It was a passion project, and it just didn't take off.
And about the genre. And about the genre, I feel like certain games got their niche, like Overwatch and stuff. Like those games that are popular in that genre got their spots, and that's pretty much it. In terms of new games coming in, I think it would have to innovate on some whole new level to be interesting again for any new game of that ilk to really to get into that market. I really don't think that's a hot genre of game right now like that. Like if you're already not a player, it had no spot for you.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Something else to consider too. There are so many games out there.
Right.
Sometimes there just needs to be room to breathe. And I think that's a big part of Bleeding Edge's problem too. It's like, well, I already play maybe my arena shooter, or I play 2-3 games, like multiplayer games already. Do I have room for a fourth? And I think that works against Bleeding Edge very, very much so.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Anybody else?
I don't agree with none of that because multiplayer gives you a different experience every time you play it. You can play Call of Duty Domination every single time, and it gives you different experience. You can play Halo,
agreed,
Slayer, and it gives you a different experience. You know why? Because you play against different people.
Agreed.
So everything multiplayer is always a different experence. This is not
but that wasn't the point I was making.
No, but I'm saying, like, listen, I agree with what you're saying, but there's another side of it. There's another side of that 8-ball. Because when you have a multiplayer game and you play against 4 different other people in Halo and Slayer, it's a 4 different experience.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So
I agree with you there.
Take a multiplayer game like a Bleeding Edge, because I watched K Mega 1000 that game. I said, damn, I'm better than K Mega in that game. But you know what? I watched him have fun in that game way more than I did.
Did you say you was better at me at that game?
Yes.
You're not.
Yo, K-Mega, don't do that.
Yo, don't do that. Bleeding Edge, you're better than me in
Yeah,
Bleeding Edge?
You said Halo.
Oh, in Halo, you're not better than me in Halo. You're good in Halo, but you're not better than me.
Bro. You just let's move on. This is not.
You're sick. You're
We
sick.
gonna do that. We gonna do that. Hey man, hold on. Listen, Slick. Listen. This is. Listen. Come on. Hold on. This tried to discredit my Halo skills.
No, I'm not. I'm just
when we come. Listen, when I get back, I'm almost done with Dragon Age. Every time when I stream Halo, you're welcome any and every time to come.
Are you gonna play Slayer?
Oh, look at that! Stop picking and choosing. But yeah, I'll play Slayer
what the real
too.
players play.
I play everything. I play it all.
Competition players play.
I play it all. I told you I play it all. I play it all. But go ahead. Continue what you got to say.
I will beat you into goddamn light skin submission.
I doubt that. I doubt that. I doubt that. And then like, you know what I'm saying? Why we ain't seen you in Fight Night? Okay, continue. Go ahead. And we
I've
play
been in
Killer
Fight
Instinct.
Night.
No, I never know in a while. Pick up sticks. Hey, brother. Regardless, we gonna have to settle this. We got to settle this another time. But I'm gonna say this to my brother right here. Bring your game and not your name. So let's go ahead.
That's
Please
my
continue.
slogan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I took it. I took it. No, look, go ahead. Finish what you saying, brother.
Just remember, bro. I try, bro. It's not on your hands. Blood. Listen, you're not responsible for the blood coming in your hands.
Listen,
right?
I don't need. Listen. Listen. This isn't. Hold on. This isn't. Listen.
I'm about to go to church. God forgive me, about the work I'm about to put in.
Okay, so listen. This is, ladies and gentlemen. Did you not hear? We got a new version of MC Hammer and two Big MC because we got a hype man. You know what I'm saying? We got a hype man. So this is what we're gonna do.
You cannot.
Let's go. Let's get it.
You cannot.
You don't even play these. You don't even play Halo. Hush your mouth, Slayer.
Hush. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Hush. You don't even play Halo.
We tried, bro. We tried.
Hush. You don't even play it.
Go on, homie.
You don't even play Halo.
I feel like Cain and Abel. I have to put the smack down on my brother.
Listen,
God to forgive me.
Bro, this is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a Judas. I'm a Judas with a couple other homies, but you know what I'm saying? But I just got to be that Judas. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, go ahead, brother. Continue, please, so we can finish this podcast.
When y'all picking up these sticks.
I know. We got to pick up these sticks. Hey, next Tuesday, be there. Halo. I will be there.
And we're not playing that. We're not playing the open world domination thing. We playing Slayer.
We're gonna play it all. But you say Slayer's where you go. We're gonna play it all. But I will make sure that we will play Slayer for you. You know what I'm saying? I will make sure of it.
It's not for me.
It's for you.
It's
for you and your hype man. It's for you and your hype man, and I hope your hype man is there when it goes down. Let's go. Continue, please. We got to finish this topic.
You know what? I'm done.
All right. So
no.
Super chat. That's really topical, brother. Hit that up.
All right. So let's go.
Fact.
All right. So
dog snot out of you.
Okay.
I promise you.
I can't wait. I'm
gonna walk into your crib and you're gonna be the welcome mat. I'm gonna wipe all the snow and the dust on your face.
I love it.
All the smoke.
Friendly neighborhood blue shell, man. Appreciate. He says
fire's on deck.
He says K Mega, they challenge your Halo skills. I hope you win, brother. There ain't no hope to it.
Skills. He's like a prenatal baby. He's born too early.
Yeah.
He's still an incubator.
Yeah. I love when they doubt me. I love when they doubt me. My God. That's good. Okay, so anybody else that want to touch on this about the arena fighters? I mean, well, not fighters, but the arena games themselves. Are they?
I think everybody said the same thing. We all just like, it's just But as about the fad thing,
Oh, okay.
Mitchie, what you gotta say?
Mitchie got something. I know. Mitchie has something to say, but Slayer.
I think it depends on subject too. You know, you know, Smite and Paladins seem to do okay.
Yes.
So there are people like I have a guy at work. He plays Smite like all the time, and I'm like, I don't get it, but okay. And that maybe it's just a subject thing that has to interest people, and maybe Bleeding Edge just didn't do that.
No, I agree. See, this is the thing. The one thing I think that hurt Bleeding Edge was the modes. Everybody loves the one particular mode, but then people was upset about the canister mode, where you had to get the canisters. And actually, when I got more acclimated into understanding the mode, I started having more fun with that mode myself and the people who's kept continuing to play the game, because you could just have just all out just fight battles and not even worry about trying to get the canisters, because you can still get points by just fighting. I think if they just had an extra mode to where it was just fighting, I think that people would resonate it to it more, because it had a really steep learning curve. And even for me, who played it at E3 that many times, and then I played the beta, and then came that, like, there was people that knew to do crazy tricks, and you had to learn and adjust. And the one thing that I've learned is about a lot of gamers, even casual or non-casual, some people just don't want to first start off in a game and get their ass kicked and continuously they just don't have that. It is not a bad thing. It's just that some people just don't have that sterner stuff to where they just want to learn from their mistakes. They want to kind of come in, whoop ass, and then they didn't have anything to where it's separated to where all the novices could fight at one point and then move those tiers up to where when those people win so many matches, then they move to the next tier and so forth.
So it needs skill-based matchmaking.
Yes, it needed skill-based matchmaking, and also it needed one more extra mode. And I know that they've done everything that they possibly can. I mean, it was only a 16-man crew, but a 14 to 16-man crew, and they're really passionate about it. And the animations, everything about that game was fantastic. I loved that game. I still love it. I'm finna get back on it after I'm done with doing Inquisition. But it pains me that it's gone to this point, because I wanted the game to succeed, just like I did.
Fell to the wayside, basically.
You know what I'm saying? But there was just so many games that came out in March at that time in 2020. I mean, I can't even remember how many games it was, but I remember that was. I know Sony had a game that came out. I believe wasn't Final Fantasy come out around that time? Didn't Final Fantasy VII Remake come out around that time? There's just so many games that came out, and Bleeding Edge just didn't get in that position where it was. Because to me, where I think Bleeding Edge would have succeeded, or even got noticed more, if they came out in the summer, not during tax time when the big games from Sony and now there's other companies that there's third party that's bringing their big games titles too. So I don't know. It's a tough situation, but yeah, I don't know. It's bad stuff, but I hope the game still stays and they can get done. But it's not looking good for the team. But I really do love that game, man. So anyway, all right, guys. This was a fantastic show. I do really appreciate it. So we're going to do our sign outs. So we're going to start off with the lady of the night, Mitchie. Thank you for coming back again. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking at this point now, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to just have to just look and see when you are available and when you want to just come and talk about some games. So how are you doing? Let everybody know where they can find you at.
I don't know if I'm going to be called Lady of the Night, by the way.
Oh, I mean, damn. I mean, Gamer of the Night.
You can be
I don't know about Lady of the Night. That's a whole other thing.
Woo, that is a whole nother thing. Good grief. Oh, man.
Yeah. You can find me on Xbox, Mitchie1971, and Twitter at Mitchie71. And that's about it. Yep.
All right. So note to self, don't tell old lady that she is the lady of the night at the end of the show. That gives the wrong impression. I got you.
Yes, it does.
That's the wrong impression. I got you. All right. Oh, man. Kev, thank you for coming on, brother. It's awesome, man. It was good. I hope this won't be the last time, man. You had some really great points tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the PC Master Race. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is all good. So, where can everybody find you at? Yeah, man. Where can everybody find you at, man?
So you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/gloriouskev, and of course on Twitter, twitter.com/gloriouskev as well. Yeah, I'm usually just there. I talk about everything on Twitch. When I'm on Twitter, when I'm on Twitch, I'm usually playing Gears. I'm going to start incorporating Age of Empires and maybe in Halo Infinite when it comes out. I didn't play a lot of strategy games and Gears.
Nice. Yeah, you are a big Gears fan too. I need Crispy and you, man. Y'all, I need to get back on my. I need to get because I've never been a Gears player, so I need to get in there and get slaughtered a little bit so I can get better because I do like Gears. Like I said, I can't wait to get back on these online games.
Did you play Hive Busters?
Oh, I loved
Hive
Busters.
Hive Busters was great.
Oh man, to me, it's the best looking game that I've seen. It's the best new generation game out. I don't know. What do you think? You think there's any other games that look better than Hive Busters?
The Medium.
You think the Medium looks better?
I turned on full ray tracing. Yes.
It looks good. It does look really good. It looks great. I don't know. Ratchet and Clank, I think
that's
what I was saying before.
When people talk about resolution, that game looks ridiculous.
It does look ridiculous. I don't know. Ratchet and Clank is going to have something to say when it comes out. But yeah, right now, I mean, it's between Hive Busters and Medium. Medium does look fantastic with that ray tracing.
That got pushed back though. Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm. What about Resident Evil?
Because it's not a launch title.
Resident Evil. Ooh, that looks good too.
I only seen it through. I haven't seen it on my television, but I've seen it through through somebody playing it, and it does look great. It does look great, but that game is not out yet. I'm talking about for what the games that's out right now.
Oh, what's out?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And I thought that Ratchet and Clank was going to be coming out next month. So okay, I guess they pushed it back. That's crazy. All right. Well, cool. All right, so my boy, 108 Dragons TV, the man who said he slaughtered me in Halo all the time. Where can they find you at, brother? Stop lying. Where can they find you at, fam?
Anything, man. And listen. If you want to take advantage of my humble situation and get games, you gotta be a subscriber because support reeks support. And what we do here at GRG Intermediate Gaming, Bloody Knuckles, Sick ain't got no YouTube channel, but he's definitely a huge supporter of GRG. He loves the podcast. PK, you know what I'm saying? We support each other, and this is what we do, man. But listen, I'm giving out great situations. I'm giving out gaming situations. Everybody here is genuine. We all have a preferred platform. And shout out to our guests. No matter what platform you support, we still are gamers. There's no separation. So when you see things on Twitter and it's negative, just listen, man. Just do the right thing and go with your own flow. We do what we do. GRG podcast. We'll be at E3 next year if it's popping. We'll be at PAX if it's popping. We just gamers, man. Gamers with a voice. And I appreciate everybody that came through tonight. I appreciate everybody who supports us. The Jazzy Noobs, the Cognitos, the Child of Gods, the Delilahs, the Vakas. Just name a few, man. But there's so many people that come out and support us. And shout out to the panel, man, including my brother King Mega, who takes a lot of heat for the BS that we go through. But listen, man, we're real gamers doing real things. That's all it is. Just facts.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? My brother from another mother, man. I love my people, man. I do. You know what I'm saying? Who's here, who's not. I you know what I'm saying? Like I said, GRG couldn't breathe without the people that's been a part of the panel and who's the part of the panel now. I always will have that love and respect. That's why, I'll never try to be crumb side about anything if things doesn't work out as planned. But the fact of it is that, you know what I'm saying? I feel the same. Like I got love for everybody and everything that I've done and for the accomplishments that I've done with this podcast and for what I've done with the channel and for the people that's made it possible. One, for instance, is my boy, the friendly neighborhood blue shell, which we're going to sit here and we're going to get ready to end this on that. He says, is K-Mega the best Halo player in GRG and next podcast, excluding the Don? You need to put Don in there as well. K-Mega is the undisputed champion. And you know what?
I know you're not to be a liar.
Yeah, okay, but hold on. This is the thing. The only way that we're going to we got to give the people what they want, Lemon. We got to have a GRG night, and we got to get some next people in, and then we got to do. We got to give the people what they want, brother.
and I pimp you, Chaos, and Dawn.
Okay.
Why you keep
You
lying
got
to the
one.
public?
Okay, so, but you played one game. You won
I
that game.
No. I didn't win. I whooped the shit out of you.
Wow. Okay, you won
I
one game.
whooped
Why
the
you
shit out of
you
y'all.
know who you sound like Xbot, right? Who you said Xbot won. He beat me in a match in KI Sunday night, right? What was Xbot's record? 2-7. What was K Mega's record? 10-4 at the time. What are you talking
about? My record in Killer Instinct. What was my record in Killer Instinct?
I don't know. We didn't. I don't know.
You don't want to remember.
I don't know. Who tapped out? Nobody tap out. I don't ever tap out. You know what I'm saying? Fight Night's my shit. How you gonna sit there and say I tap out?
Fight Night is first of all, Fight Night was not created by you.
Fight Night was created by me and Sir X.
No. I decided to do Fight Night, and I tried to get multiple podcast people in there.
What?
You took over Fight Night and said we're gonna do it on Sundays. It's just gonna be with the podcast and friends.
Sir X-Man came to me about Fight Night, and then he says, "What do you think about that?" And then you wanted to include yourself into it, but you don't show up. So we're gonna have to talk about this because I don't remember any of this discussion. But regardless,
K Mega is like a big company that infringe on the small people's ideas.
Oh, he said I'm tempted, ladies and gentlemen. He said I'm tempted. He said I'm tempted. He said I just want pieces of this and that. That's a goddamn shame.
He said you Disney.
He said I'm Disney. He says I changed the canon of it. He said I changed the canon.
No, but hold on. It wasn't about GRG. It was about us playing against other podcasters to show everybody that we collaborate.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we talked about that. Idea. Okay, that part is true. Yeah, we was talking about doing like that because
and then it turned into dudes didn't show up and you created Fight Night.
Yeah, me and Sir X-Man, came up to it.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So, but no, you're right. You're right about that.
Because I was like, we all need to get in here and play games together.
Yeah.
Private rooms in Destiny, Halo, Division. No matter what the multiplayer game was, create a private room and let the podcasters have a great night. But dudes didn't show up and K Mega took it over. That's a fact.
Okay, that part is true. But and we can still try to do that. That would be great. I say give the people what they want. Do it. Let's do it. Give the people what they want.
Dudes got 1,000 schedules. I can't even get people together. But you know what? Fight Night is the truth. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about K Mega. K Mega don't have to be the best person in gaming, but he keep his content consistent. He do game night, win or lose, best player, not player.
Right.
You keep it. That's why I rock with you, son. That's why I rock
Fight night is what it is. I have my nights where I'm doing good. I have my people watch it. I'll get my head beat all night long. Hey, the worst ass whooping I ever got was playing Smash Brothers. I won fifth. Well, PK beat me bad, but it was Tarzan and Yobi and them beat me so bad. I won two games and lost 54. That's how many games we played. I got my ass beat, but I'll be ready.
They play that
next time.
It's not a discredit to you because them dudes playing Switch all day. Like I'm not good at that either.
Yeah, so I just got the Switch. But I got my ass beat. But it was all good. But okay, so Slayer, let's go ahead and do this, and then I got one more thing to say before we get out of here, and then we're out of here. Slayer, let everybody know where they can find you at, brother.
You can find me on all great gaming platforms. You know the name? That's me. Unless it's my nephews, I'm gonna choke the hell out of them kids, man. But man,
get your icon.
Oh, definitely. I finally decided on what I want. So
okay. So
we're gonna talk to graphic novels. I finally haven't decided.
I'm gonna pay for it. I got you.
I finally decided. I had it, but whichever. Cool.
No, I know you got it, but that's my gift to you for your last birthday. I got you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. But yes. Oh, thank you. I'm bad at being thankful. Anyway. Find me on Twitter. You'll find me every week here on GRG, and one day soon when all is good with Lemon and he thinks everything is right.
Oh, the podcast.
Dragon's Den podcast.
The podcast.
Dragon's Den podcast. All right.
I'm
not even giving promise. When it comes, it'll come. It'll be right.
I get it. All right. So
it's his fault, not mine. Just saying. You gotta take that one out.
The last point of this is I wanted to say, and this is something I was going to say earlier in the show, but I wanted to just name off a couple of studios and the members that's playing it. So with people over here dogging out Blooper and talking about the Metacritic scores and things like that, Blooper has 100 people or less that's worked on that game, which is impressive.
Especially with the SSD shit.
Right, with everything that they're doing. Quantum Dream, the people who made Heavy Rain and Detroit, one of my favorite games. 180 people. Naughty Dog has 481 people plus. The Coalition. I think Coalition needs to be recognized as one of the best studios out there because I had no idea that it was this small. 175 people. That's less than Quantum Dream. I'm saying 175 people.
They got great developers.
Great developers at Coalition. Santa Monica, 200 plus people at that studio for the God of War studio. Ninja Theory, 120 people. That's only 20 people more than Blooper. That's really impressive, especially with the stuff that they've done with Hellblade and what they're going to be doing with Project Mara and stuff like that. Sucker Punch, 160. That's also impressive for a studio that made Ghost of Tsushima. My game of the year of that.
And I gotta say something on the record. I gotta say something on the record.
What's that?
I don't like that. I don't like that game.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. All hate mail goes to Prometheus from the Zeus.
Yeah, fact.
All right. Rare.
Listen, I be trying to play that game, man. I'll be like,
wow, that game is amazing to me. I love everything about it.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just
said I mean it's just not it's just not for you. I get it.
No, but I tried. It's like that chick is retarded. I was like, oh, I can't get into
which
this.
Game you talking about? I'm talking about what game you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Hellblade. You're talking about Hellblade. I thought you were talking about Ghost of Tsushima.
I don't like Hellblade, son.
Oh yeah.
I tried. I was like, yo, this game, she's retarded.
Oh yeah, you talk
everywhere.
That
like,
man,
right.
you start figuring out all what's going on in that game.
Right.
That game is amazing.
But I watched other people play it and I enjoyed the gameplay. But for me,
the puzzle,
Hellblade, just and I gotta keep it real. It's not I love my Xbox, but that's one game I said, yo, something ain't right. Like I was like, oh, I don't like this game. And then I watch other people play it. It looks exciting. And when I go to play, I'll be like, I don't like this game.
Oh man. All right, well, to each their own.
That's real. That's real.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Norse mythology, but I
was like, yo, this shit is crazy because it's like she's on PCP. She hallucinates.
She's mentally ill.
She's mentally ill,
right.
man. Yeah, like I mean, yeah, like you
That's
just
why
got
you can play it with headphones.
right.
So
The sounds, everything, the voices.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And when you
can
find
see
out
what's going on in her head.
right, and when you find out who that deep voice person is, bro, I tripped out like.
Mitchie, I didn't say it wasn't a good game. I'm just saying,
I'm not saying that. I'm just wanting to.
I'm just saying, like,
convey.
From a third person perspective, I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, so I'm like, it's like a Resident Evil game. People don't understand. They're like, what the hell happened? I'm like, no, Resident Evil 7 is great, but I don't know what's going on with the story. So I'm one of them people. I'm like, what the hell's going on with this character? I didn't say it wasn't good. I didn't say the graphics are good, but it's just like some things you have to gravitate to. So I'm not gonna go because I love Xbox and multiplayer. I'm gonna co-sign everything. I said that's the only game I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, you just went into it. Yeah, I got you.
Right. So it's like I'm not gonna pretend to be so much Xbox that I co-sign everything. I'm gonna say like,
well, it wasn't. It was on PlayStation first, so I don't even know why.
Facts.
Yeah, so
and I didn't play it on
PlayStation. I got it on PlayStation when I first seen the trailer of it long time ago. Before anybody else started talking about it, I was like, "Oh, this game! It's in and it was like this kind of like the spirit successor to Heavenly Sword or whatever." But anyway, all right. So let me finish these last people thing and get out of here. Okay, so Ninja Theory's 120 people, Sucker Punch 160, Rare has 200, Insomniac 275 employees or devs. That is crazy. I didn't know they had that many. Compulsion, only 40 people. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure since they're working on a AAA game, they got some more people added on. NXL, you know what I'm saying? I love Wasteland 3. 70 people. And the one right here that just caught my 343, they had less than Naughty Dog. They got what was it? Where was it at? 480. So they got like one or two less than Naughty Dog, but they're still on that same that wavelength. And then the big one right here that I wanted to say while we get out of here is CD Projekt Red. I'm going to ask everybody, what do you think? How many devs you think work for CD Projekt Red?
15. No. 175. 175.
Okay, but give me a number, Lemon. Like, give me a number.
400.
Okay, 400. Kev, give me a number.
I don't know. I'm gonna say 3.
300. Okay, Mitchie, give me a number.
250.
250. All right, it's Slayer. What did you say?
175.
175. All right, ladies and gentlemen, other people, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much. I'm going to end it on this. 1,111
really?
devs.
That means
Oh my
Lemon
God.
won.
That's just developers, or is that like CD Projekt and GOG and everything?
No, that is just CD Projekt Red. Dead.
Wow.
Oh
Wow. Lemon wins, but wow.
We're out of here, baby. Have a good night. Go look it up. Go Google it, because that's what I did. I lost my damn mind.
Lemon won.
Lemon won. All right. Peace, guys. Woo.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG Podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, and 6:30 Pacific. This was the GRG Podcast.